Right, wil jy afskop of wil jy die kant kies?
Kan ons so afspeel?
Ja, so dan beteken julle ontvang daai kant. Perfect. Dan gaan julle vir my van hierdie kant af afskop op hulle soontoe, julle speel van daai kant af op soontoe. Okay, manne, luister gou mooi. Dis julle laaste game. Ek wil hê julle moet dit in die game laat vloei. So ek gaan penalty advantage hou. As ek voel
If you're just joining us now, we welcome you once again to this wonderful day of the Willie Le Roux Rugby Festival. We started since the morning. Our under 13 boys have been showing us great talent. And the game that we have here today is Hartenbos versus Maar. The Hartenbos are having the blue and the white, and the Maar are dressed up in the black colors. It promised to be a game of great intensity, a game that will really amaze us. Our 13-year-old boys have really shown us some great skills, some great talents, and we are really looking forward for an exciting game again. Hartenbos moving down, ooh, and a knockdown ball. A knockdown ball from Hartenbos, giving an advantage to Maar, close to the touchline, close to the 22, to put the pressure on the scrum and bring something on the scoreline.
Manne, luister vir my, skouers uit. Kyk, trek lekker styf vas. Luister na my call. Het julle dit? Right.
The boys are busy lining up for a scrum.
Bind! Scrum!
Ball in from the scrum off of Maar, looking to swing the ball through the back line. A nice dummy line straight to the fullback.
Not on the ball. Stay.
Maar looking to move the ball wide. A nice tackle from the number 11 of Hartenbos. Maar starting early on with a great intensity, great pressure, showing Hartenbos that they came here to play rugby. A good quick pick-up ball from the number 5 of Maar, and a penalty called off by the referee in favor of Maar.
Coach. Kom eens op.
Again, we underline the importance of discipline as the referee is calling on to the coach.
Guys, ek hierdie 9 weer vang slaan, gaan ek hom afhaal. Hy het die ou geklap in die gesig. Ek gaan nou 'n penalty gee.
Number 9 giving a slap to his opposition.
Baie dankie. Ek is
The ref underlining the disciplinary rules with the coach.
Maar luister, coachie.
The
Jy
9
kan 'n
going
ander
off on the
opsit.
yellow card. Discipline is a great issue for these young boys. The
Ja,
ref is
as-
underlining that.
Ja, is
A
reg.
foul play from the number 9, slapping the opposition of Ken Maar. And now it's all
Kyk,
for
wie's
5
op? Is daar
minutes.
iemand op?
We call it the
Is jy op?
sunburn.
Draai gou, gaan jou reg sien. Draai gou. 15. En julle 9?
As the rules of this tournament is when one goes off,
Kyk, geef vir my nog so 'n tree,
the
dankie
team has the
manne.
ability to replace with another.
Kyk, julle is reg.
A quick tap from the 21 of the night, giving them a big number 8. Busy running deep and hard into the back line of
Tackle.
Hartenbos. Losing the ball. And then knock on forward from Hartenbos. And looks like it's going to be a scrum for Ken Maar. As you can see, Ken Maar is busy putting the pressure, putting the intensity early on Hartenbos, showing that they came to play rugby. At the front of their own goal line, in their own 22, Ken Maar busy putting the intensity. From the beginning of the game up until now, it has only been Ken Maar making all the run through the channels of Hartenbos. We have yet to see what Hartenbos can do. Mostly Ken Maar doing the runs. And now they're lining up for a scrum. The ball in by the scrum off. The number 21 pass the ball through the fly off, looking to run the ball through the back line. A good solid line of defense by Hartenbos. The ball is still available. Ken Maar running through the back line. A good line of pressure from Hartenbos, meeting them through the. As you can hear, parents screaming on the sideline, busy giving instructing them to go in through the hands. A quick pick up and run from the forward of Ken Maar, but then he couldn't go any further. Solid backline defense of Hartenbos, stopping him at the middle. Ken Maar playing through the line, going wide to the line. All the rugby is coming only from one side, coming only from Ken Maar, showing their skills with their hands, passing the ball through the lines, from the forwards to the back line. The number 7 running down, losing the ball backwards, but the number 8 of Hartenbos there to take it down. And overturn as Hartenbos trying to show us what they got. The number 5 is running through. A good line of attacking display from Ken Maar, but the ball was turned over from Hartenbos. A penalty to them, a chance for them now to ease down the pressure, kick out for touchline, calm down the nerves, and try to kick off and show their structure, show their game plan. It has all been Ken Maar from the beginning of the game up until now. A good touchline came from Hartenbos, and a chance for them to get back into the game. If you're just tuning in right now, we would like to invite you once again. You still have a couple more hours to the day for the Rugby Festival, the Willie Le Roux Rugby Festival. If you cannot make it, we advise you to follow our YouTube channel, to like, to subscribe, follow for more content, live audience. Amazing media team covering all the live action just for you on YouTube. A shout out to all our media for the good work that they are doing as Ken Maar is busy making a run. But you putting pressure, building on the pressure that they started off, running through the line, kicking the ball through the back of Hartenbos, making the chase. Seven minutes into the game, nothing to show on the scoreline, but Ken Maar putting all the pressure, putting all the intensity, playing all the rugby so far, not giving Hartenbos a room for them to breathe. They can't even run with the ball. Kenmare doing all the work, doing all the pressure, lining up for a lineup again. Almost lost the ball to Hartenbos. They lost the ball to Hartenbos, the man at the run, but the referee called back for a penalty. Correction, it was a knock-on from a player from Hartenbos. And now it's going to be a scrum for Kenmare. Everything just going well for Kenmare. They're getting all the decision, they're getting all the calls. A shout out to Rowan, our greatest captain from Elsies River rugby team, the first team captain. He grew up out from our high school days. A great shout out to our captain Rowan. An amazing run from Kenmare. The pressure that they have been pressing, the intensity they have been giving has been eroded with a try. Close to the sideline, they made the blind side run through the corners. An amazing try from Kenmare. They have placed all the pressure, they have done all the intensity, and it is shown on the scoreline 5-0 to Kenmare. A game where we can say it's completely one-sided. Kenmare enjoying all the juice. Kenmare enjoying all the rugby. Kenmare enjoying all the game. And now he's lining up for a kick to convert the try, to pull away from Hartenbos, making it 7-0 at a very difficult angle. A chance for him to show us the quality of his left boot. Does he have the curve? Does he have the power? And he just missed it. On day 4 of the Willie Le Roux Rugby Festival, the last day of this tournament, a day that everybody want to go back home with a win. Every point is important. Every point it is needed. And Kenmare is making sure they keep the pressure up, keep the intensity. A kick-off restart for Hartenbos to get back into the game. A kick-down chase from Hartenbos, picked up from the forward of Kenmare. Busy making the run, the number 7 holding the ball strong. Seeking for support. A kick from the fly off, allowing for the wing for Kenmare to chase. Keep on building the pressure. Keep on water tackle from the play of Kenmare. The boys of Kenmare came out with the zeal to play. They put away all the fear. They put away all the fear. Playing with a lot of courage. Playing with a lot of confidence. A knock-on ball from number 11. Close to the touchline. A touchline from Hartenbos, something they can pull away from. It very much explained the way they have been playing throughout the whole day. 10 minutes into the game, it has been only Kenmare. A chance for Hartenbos to get something out of the game. They are really being held down by Kenmare. All their stuff has been contested, their scrums contested, their line out contested. Another scrum in favor of Hartenbos. My correction, in favor of Kenmare. They just keep building that pressure. A solid scrum by Kenmare. A kick through by the fly off. Allowing for his runners to run. Catching on the loose ball, the number 7 picked up the ball, running through. An intercepted tackle by the backline of Hartenbos. Saved the day with a penalty to Hartenbos. Almost a clear chance for Kenmare, number 7. Picked the loose ball from Hartenbos, almost ran through the try line. But unfortunately, they were there to save the day. As my colleague said since the morning, it has been a day of breathtaking displays. 13-year-old individuals showing us their talent, showing us their abilities. Another shout out to all their coaches for the amazing work that they are busy doing, the amazing talent, the amazing drills that they are giving to these boys. They're playing with so much confidence. A really good entertainment game where the parents came out, their families came out, all are being left entertained. An enjoyable day of rugby today. And not one of the game was unenjoyable. The number 8 of Kemara busy pushing through again. Making a heavy run through the line of Hartenbos. The ball's passed wide again to the number 7. You want to go wide, but he's stopped and intercepted by Hartenbos. That's the tempo of the game so far. Kemara putting all the pressure, Kemara putting all the intensity. It has been Kemara from the beginning up until now. They're still putting pressure, they're still putting intensity. They want a solid win come off time. A solid round from the number 8. They're looking to move the ball wide, through the back line, into the ends, passing through. An overlap of the players. Can they make the run through number 6? And he has been stopped into the touchline by the number 12 of Hartenbos. The sums of the game of today. Kemara just putting all the pressure, putting all the intensity, bringing the game to Hartenbos. They came to play rugby, making through the... And it is a touchline for Hartenbos. A chance for them to clear the ball out of the danger zone. And they kick right out onto touch. An amazing kick from Hartenbos, taking them out of danger, out of their own 22. Where Kemara was seeking hungrily. What a lot of pressure, a lot of intensity. But Hartenbos managed to get out of danger. A line out for Kemara again. No contestant by Hartenbos, but they managed to capture the ball. A loose ball from Kemara was captured by Hartenbos. A chance for them now to run through the back line. Put some pressure on Kemara. A quick pick up and go from the scrum of Hartenbos. Ready to play the game to the forwards. To make that solid run in between. Pushing through, driving through the back line of Kemara. Hartenbos now increasing their pressure, finding their pattern, finding their structure. Running through the lines of Kemara. Kick the ball through with the chase. And the ball reached through touchline. What Hartenbos need at the moment is a series of a good attacking play that can be able to build up their confidence. Good attacking play that can be able to build up their courage so they can be able to get back in their structure, get back in their discipline. But at the moment, Kemara is just being a handful for Hartenbos. Breaking down all their plays, breaking down all the intercepting the lineup. A good catch by the lock of Kemara, forming a more. And apparently he's been pulled out for a touchline. Hartenbos seeking to move the ball wide. A nice dummy pass from the number 12, making the chase. Trying to get something out of it. Trying to bring hope into Kemara. Run straight. He's going to go under the post. And it is a try from Hartenbos. After a good series of time of pressure from Kemara. A good series of time of attacking from Kemara. Hartenbos responded with a try. A good team play. Ran through the blind side from the forward. And a try from Hartenbos. Seeking to get back on the scoreline. 5-5, Kemara 5, Hartenbos 5, and the conversion still to come. Can they convert to get in the scoreline? It shows the heart, the guts, the belief of these boys from Kemara. Despite being down 5-0, they still push through. With a few minutes left to off down, a few minutes left to off time, they push through, make sure they get something. something before they enter into off time, so they can be able to come back into second half with a lot of courage. A charge out by Kemara, and the kick converted by the number 12 of Hartenbos. They're leading now 7-5. What a comeback from Hartenbos, from a game that seemed to be one-sided. Kemara leading all the attacks, Kemara leading all the rugby. Hartenbos came back with the comeback, scored a try, converted it, and now they're leading 7-5 with 3 minutes left to play of the first half. This just sums up how entertaining the game of rugby is. 1 minute you can be leading, the next minute another team can show intensity, another team can show pressure, and immediately they lead in the scoreline. This is what we have been seeing from Hartenbos, from being 0 down for the last 15, 16 minutes to finding that inner peace, finding that inner strength, intensity, and scoring a try and converting, and now they're leading 7-5. Parent Kemara have line up close to the try line of Hartenbos, seeking to bowl the more to get back the lead that they lost before the off time. Kemara pushing down to the more, they're still pushing, using the strength of the power to push through closer to the try line of Hartenbos, entering into day 22. They're still pushing the ball out. The ball has been made loose, available for Kemara to use, utilize, and bring it down to the back line. And it is a scrum. The scrum in favor of Hartenbos, after all the pressure, after all the intensity that Kemara just came from giving them, after all the scare that Kemara gave them in their own 22. Now they have an opportunity to redeem themselves in the scrum. Use the strength of their forward, get the ball to their fly-off to kick out of danger. And a few minutes left of the half-time. At least enter the part. No. The number 8 pick up the ball, run on the blind side, making to run against the Kemara. Another quick pick up and run. They're seeking to play. They're not looking at the option of kicking out. They're looking for another try. They're thirsty for something more. A kick through the line, through the back of Kemara. Hartenbos making the chase. Unfortunately, the ball going into touch, and that can be the last play of the first half. A great first half of game between Kemara and Hartenbos. Kemara was mostly playing the most rugby, but at the end of the half, Hartenbos showed some heart. Hartenbos showed some intensity. They came through, scored a try, made their comeback, and now they are leading at the end of the first half. It's seeming to be a very interesting second half that we can have on our hands. With Hartenbos 7, Kemara 5. We're about to kick off. We're about to kick off the second half of this intensive game of between Hartenbos and Kemar. Hartenbos leading 7-5. Another reminder for you to like, subscribe on our YouTube channel. Follow us for more live content, live action-packed live stream. At the same time, we take to give a shout out to all our sponsors, Henchies, We Buy Cars, the Yaha, PNA, Defender, Escort. We are really grateful for your sponsors as we're about to kick off the second half of this game. In the roof with great intensity, great pressure. Both two teams coming at it at the end of the first half, hoping to start the second half with the same level of intensity and pressure. As the siren now ring, we're now starting our second half. Hartenbos with the kick. Into the half of Kenmara. Kenmara seeking to board again upon the intensity that they started the first half with the big number 8 running through, pushing everybody through, giving it to his player, knocked off forward. A good run off for the number 8 of Kenmara. Running through the defensive line of Hartenbos, pushing through the back line, using his strength, his ability, his strength to push through Hartenbos, but unfortunately it was a knocked on ball and it's a scrum going to Hartenbos. A chance for them also to start off the second half with a lot of pressure. They ended the first half very well. They showed guts, they showed intensity, they showed art, they showed skill. A penalty to Hartenbos, a quick tap run, but the referee called back. A call back from the referee, and luckily from the guy from Hartenbos. He saw himself through, he was running through the channels of Kenmara, ready to make the try, but unfortunately the referee had to call it back. And number 12 ready to kick it into touch. Unfortunately his kick didn't get the touch. Kenmara now looking to counter on that advantage, looking to run on the ball. The scrum will kick the ball out. A touchline ball for Kenmar. And the way the second half started, it seems like both two teams are not afraid to come at each other. No one is holding back, no one is defending. Everybody wants to attack, everybody wants to show what they got. Hartenbos forming a more busy pushing through on the defensive line of Kenmara. A quick kick can go of the number 8 of Hartenbos. Ready to run with the ball. A penalty kick to Kenmara. Are they going to look for a touch? Try to gain some ground against Kenmara. My mistake, a penalty kick to Hartenbos. Are they going to look for touch? Trying to gain some ground from Kenmara. Trying to build on that pressure. Like the momentum have shifted in the second half. First half it was mostly Kenmara, but as the second half started, Hartenbos are coming with all the momentum, coming with all the pressure, coming with all the intensity. As they line up for the lineup in the 22 of the Kenmara, ready to put all the pressure and the intensity. Can they build from it? Leading 7-5. 2 minutes into the second half. And positive sign shown from the boys at Hartenbos. The ball is being stored down from Kenmara. Hartenbos trying to move the con. They move the ball out to the back line. A nice switch of play to the number 13. Ball slowly out of the ruck into the hands of the forward, into the hands of the number 6 of Hartenbos. Seeking to make the run through. Unfortunately, it's a penalty to Kenmara. A chance for them to ease down the pressure, ease down the intensity that Hartenbos has started the second half with. Trying to gain on their momentum that they had in the first half. Stick to the game plan, the structure, and he managed to get to the touchline. A good kick from the scrum half of Maar. And a good shout out once again to all our parents that sacrifice their plans, sacrifice their time to come and support their kids in this wonderful day of rugby, the Willie Le Roux Rugby Festival. The parents came out to support, family came out to support their boys' talent. A good shout out to all our parents that took their time, that was here from the morning up until now. They're still watching, supporting our parents, and those that are watching from home. A good shout out to you too for tuning in on our YouTube channel. Again, don't forget to like, subscribe. The player, the inside center of Maar is making a run through the back of line of Hartenbos. The big forward picked up the loose ball. A bit of a stall from the ball given to the loose forward. Was making a heavy run into the back line of Maar. A penalty to Hartenbos. An advantage for them to move forward. An advantage for them to gain grounds. An advantage for them to increase the pressure and the intensity on Maar. Are they going to seek for touch with a quick tap? But they choose to go on the quick tap, giving it to the big forward, the big number one. Running into Maar. Using his strength, his mass, his ability. Gain some ground for Hartenbos. Another big forward running into the hands of the boys of Maar. Gaining some ground for Hartenbos. Now they're seeking to run the ball through the back line. The inside center made the gap. Does he have the pace to get through? Hand it over to the number 14. Caught up to the line of Maar. A good line of play, a good line of attack from Hartenbos. From the forward to the back line. Increases the intensity. Unfortunately, another penalty to Hartenbos. A chance again for them to increase their ground. Are they going to go for touch, or are they going to go again for a quick tap? Using the strength of their forward, their big number one, the big number 3, to gain for them some ground. Ball given to the number 8, running with force, passed over to the number 7, seeking for those gaps inside the line of Maar. Going through to the back line, ball knocked backwards. The number 12 seeking for the gap, running through to the inside center, passed it up to the wing. A slip from the wing. Caught up from the scrum off of Maar. Does he have the support to keep the ball? Good run of play from Hartenbos' backline, but unfortunately he didn't have the right support. And the ball have been turned over by Maar. A chance for them to kick to touch, gain some ground. A penalty for Maar. As you can see, the wind is busy joining us at this moment. It's now for the direction of the flyer, to know which direction to kick against the wind. But the wind is coming a bit strong, which will affect the kicks of the flyer. It will affect the passes, the direction which it will be going. Technical advice for them to be close to each other. No need to do these long passes because the wind is coming in strong. Penalty to Maar, seeking to gain some ground, chasing back on the score sheet. 7-5 is the score in advantage of Hartenbos. They missed the touchline, unfortunately. Touchline for Maar. An amazing kick from the number 10. A good play of kick for the number 10. A nice throw in, forming a more, trying to push through the line of Hartenbos, using their strength and the ability. Now they bring it out to the back line. A chip through in the back from Hartenbos. The bounce is not in their favor, but then they are there to bounce through. The support is there, the ref is playing the advantage. A quick grab and run. He has been held up by the play of Hartenbos. Another grab and line from the number 7. Pushing through the gap of Hartenbos.
Ek is happy met hom. Gaan weer terug.
Unfortunately, we coming back the advantage. Hartenbos, Ken Meyer with the advantage. A chance again to kick through line. Try to gain that ground. Form the more. Put up the pressure on Hartenbos. And the fly-off managed to get a touch. An amazing kick from the fly-off. Ken Meyer busy getting back the intensity. Busy getting back the pressure. Busy getting back the courage that they started off the first half with. After a good play of display from Hartenbos, putting them under pressure, giving them work to do. But at the moment, Ken Meyer is now leading the score, leading the board. Ken Meyer is now leading the momentum. Ken Meyer is now leading the pressure. They're the one that are seeking for redemption, seeking to make a comeback. The forward of Ken Meyer made a quick pick up and go. Stopped in the line of Hartenbos. They are seeking for the gap. Seeking for the small gap that Hartenbos can leave open. Now the ball want to come through the wing. A solid run up. Is the support there to support him. The ball is coming out the back line. They're seeking to go wide. A backward pass from Kemara.
Guys, a tackle.
Recovered by the scrum half.
Legal steal. Net 'n aanslaan van daar af.
An illegal skill by Hartenbos. Knock on ball. And now it is a scrum for Maar. It's coming in a very good position. Very close to the try line. Close to the 22. The wind is coming in strong. What does Maar have on the sleeve? The ball has been turned over to Hartenbos. Lost forward by the player of Hartenbos. And a penalty awarded by the referee. Number 7 was offside, says the referee. Penalty kick from Hartenbos. Number 7 of Maar being offside. A chance for Hartenbos to come out of danger, kick the ball out of play, and seek out to ball momentum again. It has been a good 30 minutes display of good football, good rugby from both teams. Hartenbos, Maar. The boys are showing guts. The boys are showing agility as Maar is running the ball through the hands of the back line, running through the overlap of the fullback. A good tackle from the inside center of Hartenbos. A quick pick up and go from the scrum half. Does he have the spot? He's being held up by Hartenbos players. He's still being held up. And the ball has been turned over by Hartenbos, making to seek to make a run into the gap of Kemara's defense. They are running, they are pushing. A good breakthrough, a good run from the boy from Hartenbos. He's seeking to increase the scoreline of Hartenbos. They don't want to be remain on 7. They kick over the chip line. The wing of Hartenbos is busy running, he's busy chasing. Does he have the gas? Are they going to catch him? Is he going to score through the middle of the try line? And it's a try for Hartenbos. An amazing try, a good team display from Hartenbos. From the turnover, a kick over Kemara. The winger made a run, catch the ball. He had the gas, he had the speed to make through up until the finish line. And he tried right in the middle of the goal post. What an amazing try from Hartenbos. Hartenbos busy pulling away on the scoreline. They're not showing any form of mercy. They want to pull away this game early with 8 minutes left on the clock. Are they going to convert this try? And give Kemara a lot of job to do, a lot of pressure, a lot of stress, making them work for their points. Number 12 of Hartenbos lining up to convert the try, right in the middle of the post. Is the wind going to be on his side, or is his right boot? And an amazing kick from the number 12 of Hartenbos converted the try, making it 14-5. Hartenbos in the lead, busy pulling away from Kemara. If they seek to still be in this game, The time is now for Kemara. They need to increase the intensity. They need to increase the momentum. They need to put the pressure. A good steal from the number 7. Seeking to lead his team on that momentum. Pass the ball out to the big forward. Running the ball down the line into the end. They're seeking for something. But then the boys of Artenbos just push them back some few yards. A knock on forward from Kemara. A good twist to the game. Artenbos has now gained all the momentum from the game starting as Kemara. The ones that are playing all the rugby, playing all the intensity. Artenbos has just come back. May they come back. Not only on the score sheet, may they come back on the momentum. They are the one playing with all the momentum, playing with all the power. They are the one playing the rugby at the moment. What a good display from Artenbos. A scrum for Artenbos. Bowen. A nice solid scrum, not moving forward. A switch of plays to the number 12, the inside center of Artenbos, seeking to run through the gaps of Kemara. At the moment, the boys of Kemara are just everywhere. The big forward of Artenbos bursting through the line of Kemara, showing his strength, showing his intensity, bursting through the forwards of Kemara. A nice blindside run, almost made it through.
Holding on.
And a hold on from Artenbos, causing a penalty kick for Kemara, but a good line of attack from Artenbos. Good strength shown by the big forward of Artenbos, bursting through the line of Kemara, and a blindside run. And now Kemara seeking to board that momentum, running through the channels of Artenbos, seeking to run with their back line, increasing the pressure and the intensity. A kick, a chip right over the back line of Artenbos, with the scrum of himself leading the chase. They are all chasing. The sun is wearing down on the players. You can see the tiredness are beginning to wear in. And a kick from the boy from Artenbos, getting a touchline, trying to calm down the intensity, trying to slow down the pace of the game. Artenbos is leading 14-5, slowing down the intensity of the game, trying to calm down the pressure that Kemaya is seeking with a few minutes left to the game. Kemaya need 2 converted tries in order for them to win the game. Or they're going to show us something special. A scrum to Kemar. A very good game of rugby, of a lot of twists and turns from the first minute of the game up until the 36th minute. A lot of twists, a lot of turns. Kemaya with the twist. Artenbos with the turns. Another chance for Kemara to redeem themselves. They need 2 converted tries in order for them to win the game. A scrum in, the boy inside by the scrum off. A nice dummy pass. Right, looking to step into the gap of Artenbos. Can they move the ball quickly to the back line through the lines of their players? Seeking to go wide to create something. With a few minutes left in the game, can Kemara? And the whistle is blown from the referee.
Scrum.
Knock on ball from Kemara. Advantage to Artenbos. The last few minutes, like things are not going in the way of Kemara.
Nog so 2 minute. Nader vir my, nader. As hy gou van hierdie afstand en werk vir my en werk vir julle. Right manne. Crouch. Fine. Scrum.
A scrum for Artenbos. Are they seeking to hold on to the lead or increase upon the lead? A blindside run from the number 8 of Artenbos, leading to a knock-on ball. Scrum to Kemara. A wasted opportunity. But a chance for Kemara now to count on the advantage. Over the halfway line. seeking to run the ball through in the hands of their back line. Try to create something the last few minutes of the game. Looking for something that can bring life, something that can bring hope. Looking for that momentum they started the game. Running the ball through the hand of the number 12. Is he going to pass the ball? Is he going to run? Is he going to go himself? Seeking to offload but lost the ball forward. Picked up by the number 15 of Hartenbos. The ref choose to play advantage of the knock-on. But in Hartenbos it seems to be pushed back at the moment.
Guy, coming backwards.
Advantage play knock-on scrum to Hartenbos. A good run from the number 12 of Maar.
Tackle. Scrum.
Just that his support arrived too late. Ball overturned by Hartenbos. With a few minutes remaining on the game. Can they see off the game? Can they see off the lead?
Okay, julle is reg.
The siren has rung, which seems to be the last play of the game. Can Hartenbos kick the ball out of play to celebrate this hard-fought victory? A comeback from 5-0. They showed passion, they showed desire, they showed intensity, came back in the second half. And now Hartenbos is leading 14-5. With the last play of the game, the scrum. In the dying moments of the game. Balls out for the scrum out. Kick the ball out of play. And the referee called the game to an end. A very amazing game of rugby between Hartenbos and Maar. A very amazing comeback between Hartenbos. Came down from 5-0. Showed down the intensity in the second half. Came through with intensity, with power, with force. The young boys used their talent and their abilities. They came down from 5-0, scored 2 tries, and now they're leading 14-5. What a good team display by Hartenbos, and what a good game of rugby we had today between Hartenbos and Maar. And if you're tuning in, we welcome you once again in a lovely day of rugby in the Willie Le Roux Rugby Festival. We had a good lineup of games. From Oranje Noord to Pierneef, Protea Park to Hierdie, Queen's College to Worcester Premier. The game that just finished now is Hartenbos versus Maar. We have 3 more games on the lineup. Bredasdorp versus Valsbaai. We have Robertson versus Langaban. And the last game of the evening is Lochnerhof versus PPS. A good lineup of fixtures of game. Still a good lineup of entertaining matches for you to watch. If you just logged in now, you will not be disappointed. Because these young boys are showing us great talent, showing us great abilities. A day that has been very astonishing. A good day of rugby. Thank you very much for tuning in. We remind you once again to like, to subscribe on our channel, to follow us more for more live content. We'll be back for the next game in a few. Thank you.
Biddies, you guys that side, falls by you, that side. Goed jongen. Mooi. Kijk, allemaal achter die bal.
Weer eens goeiemiddag as jy so passend geskakel het.
Kijk, dit al
Een van die Makwatter Stadium in Stellenbosch. Polroos Gymnasium. Die Willie Le Roux Sportweek wat tot 'n einde kom. Bredasdorp teen Valsbaai en die swart is die formidabele Valsbaai. Manne wat onmiddellik op die aanval is. Sterk loop hy daar deur een van die spelers van Valsbaai. Wag vir die bal om uit te kom. Nou speel hy met sy agterlyn oor aangee. Bietjie geïsoleer vir die vleuel aan die buitekant. Hy besluit hy gaan weer binne toe kom. Hy is nie lus om die buite verkeer te vat nie en dis maar wat vleuels deesdae doen. Hulle besluit om binne toe te kom. Nou word hy weer opgesit daar deur een van die losvoorspelers.
Kijk, bly.
Van Bredasdorp. Manne daar van die Oeverberg. En paar Oeverbergspanne wat redelik verteenwoordigend is ook hier by hierdie toernooi. En nou sit weer Valsbaai lekker deur die hande. Daar sien hy 'n geleentheid. Hy's deur die gaatjie. Gaan hy die spoed het. Hy besluit binne buite. Nog steeds vorentoe. Het hy die spoed? Nee, sy spoed het opgeraak en hy kry die nodige spoed van die vleuel, maar dis die verdediging van Bredasdorp wat goed bygekom het. Nou is die bal afgevat. En dan val daar deur Bredasdorp, maar ek moet sê goed gedoen deur Valsbaai daar. Ongelukkig spoed wat so 'n bietjie weggeraak het. Bal wat daar veld opgeskop word nou deur die skrimskakel van Bredasdorp en ook agterna gesit word, maar hy's alleen. Verdediging wat bykom.
Kijk, bly net daar.
Nou wag hulle vir die bal om uit te kom. Amper daar goeie loopie. Nou word daar die regtervleuel wat ingekom het. Hy kry half man en bal. Moeilike situasie. Steeds Valsbaai wat lekker vinnige handjie speel. Oorweeg om te skop die skrimskakel. Hy sien na sy geleentheid, sien 'n gaping. Maar hy word plat gepen daar in die oorkant. Bal wat lospad daar. Valsbaai wat nog steeds die bal het. Hulle beweeg vorentoe. Lekker voor en agter spelers wat bal dra. Hierdie jong seuns. Lus vir rugby speel. Hulle wil hierdie toernooi op 'n hoë noot afeindig. Hierdie loskakel. Kry ondersteuning. Nou word hy vasgevat. Wag vir hom om uit te kom. Lekker vinnige handjies daar deur Valsbaai. Weer die vleuel wat werk soek. Nou sit daar twee voorspelers wat daar is. En ongelukkig is dit die kanlyn wat daar wen. En goeie verdediging aan die kant van Bredasdorp. Maar die aanvalswerk wat hier deur Valsbaai behartig word in hierdie derde laaste kragmeting van hierdie toernooi. En ons is so binne die eerste 2 minute van hierdie wedstryd. Daar's nog wat die bal kry in die lyn staan. Een van die groot voorspelers. Ons sien ook 'n paar groot seuns in hierdie toernooi wat op onder 13 vlakke soms won nie. Is die mannetjie regtig so oud terwyl die bal daar veld opgeskop word. Het hy hom getouch daar. En 'n goeie skoppie daar deur Bredasdorp. Geleentheid vir hulle om so 'n bietjie asem te skep na hulle nou vreeslik moes verdedig daar. Maar lekker skole rugby hierdie so. En ons geniet elke oomblik van dit en ek glo u geniet ook dit. En hy Sports TV met nissenholdings wat dit vir u moontlik maak regstreeks hierso. Nou is dit Valsbaai wat goed die bal bemeester daar in die lyn staan. Nou speel hom in die agterlyn. Beweging wat ongelukkig onsuksesvol gaan. Nou is dit teenaanval daar deur Bredasdorp. Sterk loopie weer buitentoe. Soek vir die ondersteuning wat nie kom nie, maar hy word daar plat getrek.
Los!
Nou wag hulle vir hom om te kom. Skeieregter wat lekker met die manne gesels daar. Wag vir hom uit te kom. Nou kom hy uit Bredasdorp. Opgesit daar deur die voorspelers voordeel wat daar gespeel word aan die kant van Bredasdorp. Manne kyk sake uit so 'n bietjie in die agterkant gespeel. Hulle speel terug. Skeieregter sê nee, hy was vorentoe, maar ons gaan terug vir die strafskop daar. En hy sê daar was 'n hoogvat gewees. Ja, manne wat lekker rugby speel, hier, lekker geniet, baie talentvolle spelers hierso. Manne wat lekker hand opsteek vir volgende jaar vir hoërskole wat sou belangstel om miskien hulle daar met hulle hoërskoolloopbaan te kan begin en te kan help en selfs ook met hulle rugbyloopbaan. Nou is dit 'n sterk loopie daar deur die 8ste man van Bredasdorp. Bal wat daar uitkom, agteraan gegee, so 'n fop hardloopietjie daar, lekker sterk loopie Valsbaai wat nou hulle verdediging moet ken, maar goeie meters wat daar gewen word deur Bredasdorp. Weer sterk hierdie groot voorspelers van Bredasdorp wat inkom. Proses wat die bal nou vorentoe aangeslaan word. Nou moet 'n teenaanval. Sterk teenaanval nog steeds vorentoe. Hy het hierdie man spoed. 1, 2, 3 manne wat hy aftrek. Hy kry die ondersteuning wat nie kom nie. Nou is dit opgetel deur Bredasdorp. Hulle gaan met 'n teenaanval kom. Buite gespeel. Een man afgetrek. Nog so een man wat hom plat trek aan die kant van Valsbaai. Het hulle die bal afgevat? Nee, dis ekskuus tog Bredasdorp wat hom het. Kom hy weer uit daar. Bal wat hier opgesit word deur hierdie groot voorspelers van Bredasdorp. Manne speel amper soos die klaprugby manne, lekker oor aangee. Pragtig daar. Hy breek die lyn. Het hy die ondersteuning? Ondersteuning wat bykom so 'n bietjie stadig. Nou is die vleuel, hy gaan buite, binne toe. Moes hy nie buite toe gegaan het, dis die groot vraag. Soos ek al heeldag sê, die manne vertrou nie regtig hulle spoed aan die buitekant hê, maar nog steeds opgesit eer die losvoorspeler flank van Bredasdorp dra goed bal. Nou sit weer die voorryman. Sterk loop hy daar, hoop is die bal nog steeds vorentoe. Nou is hulle sterk op die aanval. Hulle sal graag wil punte aanteken is Bredasdorp. Hulle is getalle oor aan die buitekant, die bal moet net hande gaan. Hulle gee hande, maak reguit in die gaping wat oop gaan. En hy gaan hom net langs aan die pale druk en die rekening wat geopen word deur Bredasdorp. Baie goeie spel van Bredasdorp. En voor en agter spelers wat goed kombineer. Bal opsit deur die groot voorspelers van Bredasdorp. En hulle eindig af met punte op die tellbord. En wat te begin tot hierdie wedstryd. Een oomblik Valsbaai wat goed aangeval het. En Bredasdorp wat sê as julle dit kan doen, kan ons dit ook doen. Kom ons kyk wat gebeur met hierdie doelskop. Wyntjie wat ook so liggies begin opkom het hier in Stellenbosch. Kan ek sien dat die raak so 'n bietjie leeg. Die spanne wat begin pak, regmaak vir die lang pad. Ons het reg oor die land spelers en skole wat betrokke is hierso en families wat gekom het. En terwyl die ekstra 2 punte daarbey gevoeg word, skuif die telling nou na 7-0 in die guns van Bredasdorp wat met die geel treye speel in Valsbaai met die swart en vaal treye, wit broekie aan. En 'n lekker dag vir rugby. Lekker dag soos ek sê, lekker week gewees. Maar van hierdie seuns kan ek ook vir u sê, is nou al moeg rugby gespeel. Hulle wil nou by die huis wees. Hulle wil vir die PlayStation en die Xbox en al hierdie snaakse speletjies wil hulle nou gaan speel. Hulle kan nou nie praat van hulle wil 'n bietjie daar by hulle vriendinnetjies gaan carry want hulle is nog te jonk vir daardie aspek. Nou is daar voordeel wat gespeel raak, bal wat uitkom by Valsbaai. So 'n bietjie onder druk, maar hulle mooi onder die druk uit. Het ook die voordeel, nou is die voordeel verby. Maak of hy gee deur 'n gaping daar. Swak verdediging, agste man uitspoed. Hy word uiteindelik daar ingehardloop. Nou sit die verdediging wat goed is, maar die ondersteunende spel wat so bietjie lank vat om te kom. Hulle die bal nou sit afgevat daar en die bal wat daar veld opgeskop word na die oorkant deur Bredasdorp ook agterna gesit word. Ek weet hy bal so hoop is hy altyd so goed nie, maar hulle het hom onder beheer. Wat sê die skeieregter, kyk sake uit. Valsbaai het hom hulle speel terug, baie onder druk. En nou kom hulle onder die druk situasies uit. Dis een van die voorspelers wat daar goed gaan. Voordeel wat daar gespeel word vir die hoogvat sê die skeieregter. Hy speel 'n voordeel goed, maar hy benut ook die voordeel goed. Nou sit Valsbaai, hier loskakel, het 'n oog vir 'n gat, mooi gedoen. Reguit gemaak, kry die ondersteuning buite, maar ongelukkig sonder die bal intussen het die skeieregter ook gesê dat voordeel verby is. En ongelukkig vir Valsbaai, bal wat daar vorentoe gaan. Laaste aangee wat ongelukkig nie so suksesvol was en doeltreffend was nie. En dit is terwyl 'n speler daar van Valsbaai die nodige aandag kry. Maar lekker hardloop rugby beide span hier so vroeg in hierdie wedstryd en manne wat gereed maak en lus is nog vir hardloop. En soos elke toernooi maar is, wil jy graag jou toernooi op 'n hoogtepunt afeindig, ongeag die uitsien na die skoolvakansie. En ons weet ook dat die paasnaweek is op hande. So as jy op die pad gaan, selfs die wat hier ingeskakel is op die pad is, asseblief veilig wees op die pad, wees maar verdraagsaam, onnodig hastig wees as dit nie nodig is nie, hou by die padreëls, maak seker die bande is die wind wat daar moet in wees, wat dit moet wees, dat dit nie te styf is nie, of te hoog is by die bars of te laag nie, en dan ook stop maar gereeld, vat rusposes, drink 'n koffiekie, rek die bene, en as jy nou nog 'n assistentbestuurder het, laat jy hulle maar so 'n bietjie roteer, en gesels lekker. Ek sê altyd passasiers moet nie lank paai slaap nie, want dit maak soms die bestuurder ook vaak. En lekker rus voor jy op die pad gaan, en dit is wat ons wil. Ons wil graag almal weet ons gaan op die pad, maar ons wil ook almal moet weer veilig terugkom. Dus dank ook aan hulle wat al vooruit gegaan het en padongelukke. Ek weet een van goeie persoon wat ek ken in Amerskamp en sy gesin daar, met die verlies van hulle seun en almal wat ook daar betrokke was in hulle lewe daar in die Weskus verloor het. So van ons as die span wil ons ook as medelee daar betuig. Groot rugby koens keisregter in die Bolland gewees, SA Rugby, so welbekende. Terug hier in die Maar Stadium, die tuiste van Paul Roos Gymnasium. Bredasdorp, Valsbaai wat kragte met Bredasdorp, wat die bal kan ingooi, keisregter is net nie lekker tevrede met hoe die dinge daar in die skrim gaan nie, manne wat so 'n bietjie draai, ek dink die skeieregter selfs hierso, manne wat is moeilike werk en harde werk, jy moet die veiligheid van die spelers moet in ag neem en seker maak. Ons het so 'n paar beserings gehad vir al die eerste 2 dae van die toernooi, en ons glo dat daardie spelers dan bietjie baie beter is en dat hulle ook wel sal wees. Valsbaai, hierdie keer is dit 'n baie beter skrim, die skeieregter is tevrede, speel voordeel vir Valsbaai, bal wat miskien moes hande gaan, ingegaan, skeieregter sê daar's geen voordeel nie, en dit is Bredasdorp wat vir hulle in 'n onkant posisie bevind, vinnig gespeel nou deur Valsbaai, losskakel, besluit hy gaan rigting verander, voor agter spelers, hy's goed gedoen, hy sien die geleentheid, het hy die ondersteuning, hierdie flank wat goed doen van Valsbaai, aanloop soos 'n waffer se binnesenter daardeur, nou is die bal wat uitkom, lekker oor aangee, mooi gevat daarso, maar ook goeie verdediging aan die kant van Bredasdorp, steeds speel hulle hierdie kant toe, besluit weer om rigting te verander, het hy so ondersteuning, ja, maar hy kry dan die bal gelukkig uit, nou sit agtertoe, Valsbaai sit hulle self so 'n bietjie onder druk om agtertoe te speel, bal agter die spelers te gooi, beskikbaar, maar hulle beheer die bal mooi, ongelukkig vir 'n oomblik al die loskakel sy oog van die bal af, maar gelukkig vir hom was Bredasdorp omkant daar en hulle het 'n vinnige tikkie gevat, nou moet die bal net hande toe gaan, maar hierdie vleuel glo, hy het die spoed en die krag, en hy druk die eerste 3 vir Valsbaai, pragtig oorgegaan, moes miskien in die buitekant gegee dit, nie so baie vertroue in die buitekant gehad het, meer vertroue in sy krag, sy vaart, en hy teken die eerste punte vir Valsbaai aan. 7-5, lekker rugby hierso, manne wat mekaar aanvat, en is altyd lekker om te sien, hoe hierdie jong seuns lekker vorentoe speel, losgemaak, kry die bal uit, lekker hande agter voor en agter spelers goed kombineer, sit fases op, hou die bal beskikbaar, weet wanneer om vinnig te speel, weet wanneer om te kyk, om binne toe te beweeg, dis net fenomenaal. En dan weer eens krediet natuurlik aan al die afrigters en spanbestuurders en almal betrokke hier by 'n toernooi soos hierdie. Doelskop ongelukkig onsuksesvol en die telling bly 7-5 in die guns van Bredasdorp. Akkie is weer vinnig gevat, die loskakel, baie oog, speel die bal buite, kry die nodige ondersteuning, gooi vir sy speedster, 2-3 manne wat hy daar, kraan hom die man vas, en die verdediging 'n bietjie swak daar, en dan afrond met 'n 5-punter daar, die regtervleuel van Valsbaai. Skeieregter wat net verduidelik daar vir Bredasdorp ten opsigte van die omkantlyn, bal is nog nie uit nie, dan gaan hulle al, hy moet wag vir die bal om uit te gaan, terwyl hulle weer speler vat. Bal wat agtertoe val, in die hande gekry daardeur Bredasdorp, aangeslaan sê die skeieregter, nou speel Bredasdorp voordeel, alles sal wil kyk, of hulle ook dieselfde kan doen, sterk loop, ek wil hom sê, hierdie offensiewe flank van Bredasdorp is net so fenomenaal. Nou sit 'n agterlynbeweging. Trek die manne in. Mooi gegee agterdeur. Kry die ondersteuning vleuel buite. Kan hy hom buite bied? Ja, die verdediging is goed. Maar die ondersteuning wat goed bykom van Bredasdorp. Kry sy manne in plek. So 'n bietjie kommunikasieprobleme daar. Skeieregter sê is 8-2. Nou het Valsbaai hom ongelukkig aangeslaan in die proses wat hulle die bal kry. Maar net so iets wat van 'n kommunikasieprobleem daar tussen Bredasdorp se voor en of die skrimskakel en die voorspeler. Bietjie onseker geweest. Gedink hy gaan met sy agterspeler speel. Maar ongelukkig en miskien gelukkig nou vir Bredasdorp dat Valsbaai nie die bal gekry het en aangeslaan het. En sien ons ook vroeg in hierdie eerste helfte wat daar 'n plaasvervanger op die veld kom, as omtrent nog so sê 5,5 minute speeltyd in hierdie eerste helfte oor. Kyk wat gebeur met hierdie skram.
Crouch. Bind. Skip.
Wag vir hom in te gooi, goeie ingooi daar, lekker sterk skram, lekker momentum. Nou kom die bal uit. Lekker oor aangee weer daar. Nou sit vir die vleuel so 'n bietjie agter hom. Binne toe kry hy aan die enkel daar, gooi die bal daar bietjie wild. Bal wat daar deur geskop word deur Valsbaai, nog steeds vorentoe. Kanlyn wat amper wen, maar nog steeds vorentoe. Ongelukkig. Skeieregter, ja, jy het dit gesien, die aanslaan van die Valsbaai se hand daar vorentoe. Op 'n oomblik gelyk hy dit gemis, maar 'n goeie skeieregterskap daar aan die kant van hierdie skeieregter wat hierdie wedstryd hanteer hier op die A-veld. Bietjie Bredasdorp wat 'n bietjie vir hulle self onder druk gesit het daar, bal wat jy nie net uitgooi as jy nie seker is wanneer daar een van jou spelers by die rand is nie. Gaan jy ons afgrond toe, probeer die bal beheer en wag vir die ondersteuning om by te kom.
Bind. Skip.
Weer ingegooi deur Bredasdorp. Skrims is baie beter. Skeieregter gepraat, hy is tevrede. Nou word die bal veld opgeskop.
Ons onside speel.
Laat die bal op en moenie die bal laat op nie, sê speler altyd kan dit gevaar van 'n dis goed gedoen, goeie verdediging deur Bredasdorp. Valsbaai wat 'n bietjie gemaklik was, hulle is nog steeds in beheer van die bal. Nou skop hulle die bal veld op. Dis 'n baie gevaarlike skop. Vir wie gaan dit regval? En dit gaan vir die kantlyn regval van alle ek wil amper sê persone, as net 2 persone. Die kantlyn is mos nou nie 'n persoon nie, maar is deel van die rugbyveld, maar dis die kantlyn wat hy kan wen. Maar daai is een van die gevaarlikste skoppe wat jy kan gee om na die oorkant van die veld te skop. Sou hy bal reg hop daar vir die speler van Bredasdorp kon dit groot moeilikheid vir Valsbaai gewees het, maar hulle is gelukkig om net met hulle stand vir Bredasdorp daar tevrede te wees op hierdie oomblik. Sling se spel voort, vinnig die bal vorentoe gegooi. Ongelukkig vir Bredasdorp word hulle uitgedruk en nou gaan Valsbaai die geleentheid kry om in die lynstand in te gooi. Probeer vir Valsbaai daar 'n bietjie aan die slaap vang, amper dit reg gekry, maar ongelukkig nie. Mooi gekry uit die lynstand, dit word die bal direk vir die agterspelers gegee. Bal wat daar hoog geskop word, maar weer eens is dit 'n speler wat ongelukkig 'n speler daar sonder die bal tackle, laat tackle heeltemal. Skeieregter is onmiddellik op sy vletjie, dit gebeur voor hom en dissipline 'n bietjie daar vir Bredasdorp. Goeie skop daar vir Valsbaai en hulle verplaas spel buite hulle 22 en ook 'n geleentheid vir hulle om te kyk om dan net uit hulle gebied uit te kom en meer druk op Bredasdorp te plaas. 7-5 met net so minder as 3 minute of 2 minute speeltyd oor in hierdie eerste helfte. En as die bal wat daar uitkom, weer eens 'n duikslag uitgevoer. Skeieregter is hierdie keer tevrede gee, so 'n skopjie vorentoe in die hande daarvan Bredasdorp. Maak hy binne gee. Hy daar ontduik uit 'n duikslag uit wat daar lelik kon geloop het, maar mooi gelees. Nou word daar opgetel en vorentoe gedryf deur Bredasdorp. Mooi samespel daar deur die voorspelers. Nou gaan hulle agterlyn toe. Binne toe. Dis gevaarlik. Skeieregter gaan beslis daar dubbele blaas gee en inderdaad, daar's iemand in die moeilikheid.
Jy weet wat kom.
Hy
Nou
sê,
wat
hy
sien
weet wat kom.
So julle
Ek het
dan
geweet
wat
wat kom, ek wil dit nie gesê het nie.
Julle coach bring
Maar
someone
die
else.
voordeel van hierdie situasie is net die speler wat afgaan. Die span
Wat was-
word hom nie benadeel nie. Dit is een van die toernooi reëls. As jy 'n nuwe reël wat ingekom het nie, is jy miskien laat wees ingeskakel het en deel is van hierdie toernooi op die laaste dag hier op hierdie Dinsdag. Laaste dag ook van die maand. Volgende as ons in 'n nuwe maand nuwe uitdagings en een van die uitdagings is Bredasdorp wat kyk of hulle hier voor halftyd kan punte aanteken en inderdaad gaan hulle punte aanteken voor die petrol en dieselprys môre opgaan. Hulle sê hulle gaan nie laat in hulle broek op die enkels vang nie. Hulle gaan volmaak. Garages is besig om uit te loop met petrol en diesel. Manne in Woester moet nog een van die garages net oophou daarmee dat ek aan 'n bietjie diesel kan ingooi terwyl petrol nog nie of die diesel nog nie gestyg het nie. Maar dis die uitdagings wat ons hier het. Maar Bredasdorp het beslis geen uitdagings hier nie om net voor halftyd die telling 'n bietjie groter te maak en seker te maak hulle loop voor 12-5 met 'n moeilike doelskop in afwagting. Maar ek wil hom ook vir u sê dat hierdie seuns is baie goeie stelskoppers. Hulle skop om enige plek van hierdie veld af, sit hulle hom gemaklik deur. So kom ons kyk, interessant. 8ste man van Bredasdorp wat die stelskop weer waarneem. Hy tref hom goed, ongelukkig. Rigting nie daar nie. Skeieregter sê man, dit is 20 minute. Kom ons gaan drink water. Hy gaan water drink. Ons gaan vir 'n advertensie breek en as ons terugkom, bring ons vir hierdie tweede helfte of ek bring vir hierdie tweede helfte van Bredasdorp en 'n Valsbaai.
Julle is nog happy, né? Ja, ek sal vir julle wys, hy het nog so 3 oor.
Ek is terug hier van die Makotter Stadium in Stellenbosch. En Sport TV en nissenholdings bring vir u dit regstreeks en lewendig met my Sebastian as die kommentator van hierdie wedstryd tussen Bredasdorp en Valsbaai. Bredasdorp wat voorloop 12-5, tweede helfte wat gaan begin. En as jy laat by ons ingeskakel het, nie geweet het van ons wat hier is nie, wil ek vir jy sê, baie welkom, dankie dat jy ingeskakel is, regte plek om te wees, en natuurlijk weet die beste in die geweste, in die praktyk. Waar anders, as plaaslike lewendig, en Sports TV en nissenholdings. Valsbaai wat hierdie een gaan begin, bal wat lekker diep ingeskop word daar na die oorkant, agtertoe aangeslaan, dan word hy opgetel, so half 'n man en bal gekry, maar hy wurm hom daar uit die spelers uit van Valsbaai, nog steeds vorentoe, dit kos letterlik 2-3 manne om hom plat te trek. Nou is die bal beskikbaar daar aan die kant van Bredasdorp, teruggeneem sy die skeieregter, hulle besluit hulle gaan hardloop, mooi terughou daar, deur die loskaker, uitgesien die verdediging is te op hulle, nou speel hulle daar na die oorkant, opgetel en vorentoe gedryf deur een van die voorspelers. Skrimskakel wag vir hom, gee die manne genoeg tyd, nou is dat een van die groot spelers om weer opsit, kom hier deur 'n gaatjie gehardloop, mooi gedoen, 2 spelers wat hy onmiddellik aantrek. Skeieregter goeie kommunikasie, dan word hy daar oorgespeel, agterlyn vinnige handjies, hulle is aan, maar binne toe, hy's mooi, is hier die geleentheid, maak hy sy ore plat, het die ondersteuning, hy kry die ondersteuning van binne, maar ongelukkig word die bal aangeslaan, nie 'n goeie aangee gewees nie, Valsbaai wat gaan kyk of hulle hierdie voordeel kan benut, hulle kom in 'n teenaanval, ongelukkig geen voordeel nie, maar ek wil nou vir u sê, ongelukkig vir Bredasdorp daar, ek het nou al gesien, hoe daar die speler onder die pale die bal druk, maar die laaste aangee was hom nou nie een van die bestes gewees nie, nou mens kan maar dit ook verstaan, maar hanteringsfout en wat te begin, tot hierdie tweede helfte vir Bredasdorp. Lekker toeskouers en afrigters en familielede wat lekker saamgesels, betrokke in hierdie wedstryd, kom ondersteun hulle kinders en dit is altyd goed wat 'n mens wil hê, kinders voel goed as die ouers ondersteun en as 'n sterk skrim bal afgevat daar, vaskop vir Bredasdorp, nou speel hulle hande, weer probeer hulle kyk of hulle daar kan kom, goeie verdediging, hierdie keer aan die kant van Valsbaai, maar die bal is beskikbaar, skeieregter sê nee, daar word afgeseel deur een van die Bredasdorp spelers, Valsbaai wat besluit hulle gaan die bal tik en hardloop met hom uit hulle half in hulle eie gebied het, hulle word daar plat getrek, so 'n bietjie besluitloos gewees.
Dankie, mooi gedoen, dankie.
Skeieregter wat ook erkenning gee en dank uit daar aan die spelers vir dit wat hulle goed doen. Hierdie keer is dit afgevat, maar hy is weer beskikbaar. Valsbaai wil daar deur 'n gaatjie gaan en 'n gaping wat daar oop gaan vir hom. Nou is dit voordeel wat Valsbaai het wat hulle speel. Besluit om na die oorkant van die hoofpaviljoen se kant te speel, bal wat so agter gaan. Skeieregter sê nee, daar gaan nie voordeel wees nie. Julle speel terug. Kom ons gaan. Ekskuus, dit was nie net 'n aanslaan voordeel gewees. Ek het amper gedink miskien 'n strafskop voordeel, maar was 'n dubbele aanslaan gewees en hulle gaan terugkom vir scrum. Valsbaai wat sal kan ingooi. 12-5 hier op die Makotter Stadium in Stellenbosch. Volgende wedstryd wat die gaan plaasvind, Robertson teen Langaban weg en dan die hoofwedstryd vir die dag, Lochnerhof teen PPS in 'n 13 toernooi. Weer eens 'n sterk skrim deur Bredasdorp, weer 'n vaskop. Nou gaan hulle na die oorkant, slinkse spel, kry die ondersteuning, ongelukkig hanteringsfoute wat net nie aan die gang kom vir Bredasdorp nie. Maar voor daardie een was daar 'n aanslaan gewees van Valsbaai se kant en ek glo dit was in die uitvoer van die duikslag gewees en 'n bal wat dan verlore gegaan het. Bredasdorp se laaste aangee wat net in die hande kan vassit nie, wat soveel probleme kan veroorsaak. Maar weer eens 'n vaste skrim en ons kyk wat maak hulle met hierdie een. Skeieregter is nie hierdie keer tevrede
Just
met
wait,
hierdie
come
skrim
straight
nie.
out. Let's go again.
So, manne, kom ons kry dit reg. Ons het 'n paar goeie skrims gehad voor dit. Kom ons kry dinge agter mekaar.
Crouch! Fine!
Dis een goeie gees, lekker gees wat heersie.
Scrap!
Waar gaan net beter kry as laerskole rugby.
Balls out.
Nou kom die bal uit by Daasdorp. Val so daar op sy eie voete. Mooi weggehaal daar so van die bal af. Dan word daar opgetel en vorentoe gedryf deur een van hierdie groot voorspelers van Bredasdorp. Wag vir hom uit te kom. Mooi weer binne toe gehardloop. Mooi verdediging ook aan die kant van Valsbaai.
Step.
Speel hom wyd. Weer lekker vinnige hande. Vinnige verdediging wat opkom daar. Amper daar deur die gat, amper te vinnig gewees, maar mooi gehou daarso. En nou sit Bredasdorp wat so 'n bietjie terugspeel. Maar hulle gaan weer probeer, hulle het besit van hierdie bal. Hulle sal dit wil hou, hulle loop voor in hierdie wedstryd met 7 punte. En hierdie keer staan hulle strafskop af, bal wat daar vasgehou word. Weer vinnig gespeel deur die loskakel van Valsbaai. Pierre sê vinnige manne aan die buitekant kry, nou is dit 'n sterk loop hier deur die agste man. Is mooi opgepop daar so, nou speel hulle na die oorkant. Hulle soek die ondersteuning, bal wat so nie gaan na wat hy moet gaan nie, agtertoe skeieregter wat voor die speel sy hand is uit. Dink is 'n aanslaan gewees net van Bredasdorp. Nou sit die vinnige manne hier bymekaar hoog aangevat daar. Skeieregter wat voor die speel. Daar was ongelukkig hoogvat gewees en goeie aanvallende spel deur Valsbaai. Weer vinniger speel. Speel die bal nou met die agterlyn. As getalle aan, hulle moet net deur die hande gaan. Iemand moet reguit maak. Iemand moet reguit maak, die agste man. Hy kry daar buite die vleuel. Hy kom binne toe. Kleinerige vleueltjie daarso. Is bietjie moeilik om teen die groot manne regtig op te staan. As jy nie lekker vinnige voetjies het nie, maar nou is steeds Valsbaai. Steeds sy hande, moet net hande gee. Probeer self binne toe gaan en hierdie langlenige slot gaan oor en 3 vir Valsbaai. Hulle teken eerste punt aan in hierdie tweede helfte. Na aanhoudende druk wat hulle toepas op Bredasdorp. Verdediging van Bredasdorp wat goed gehou het. Maar op die laaste oomblik kon hulle net nie die laaste verdedigingslinie stywer trek nie. En is Valsbaai wat dan oorgaan vir 'n 5-punter. Met moontlike gelykop making in afwagting. Kom ons kyk wat maak die loskakel met hierdie een. Maar aanhoudende druk daar van Valsbaai, hulle weet wat hulle wil doen, speel vinnig die bal voor en agter spelers. Ek het dit nou al 'n paar keer genoem, die kombinasies en die kombinering van hierdie spelers, en dis goed altyd om op skolevlak te sien hoe hierdie manne dinge doen en die vlag wat omhoog gaan daar. Sake is gelyk op hier op die Makotter Stadium. Bredasdorp 12, Valsbaai 12 en wedstryd om na uit te sien wat enige kant toe nog kan gaan. 7 minute verstreek in hierdie tweede helfte van hierdie wedstryd, 7,5 om presies te wees. En ons kyk, daar sal wat so 'n bietjie stadig kom. Afrigter so 'n bietjie gepraat en sê manne, kom ons kry verdediging. Kom ons kry die hande reg. Ons moet seker maak as ons vorentoe gaan, as die bal op die voorvoet is, dat ons die passes reg aankry buite en dat ons gaan afrond. Nou word daar bal bietjie diep ingeskop. Mooi ontvang. Daar deur Valsbaai, lekker sterk meters vorentoe. Steeds beskikbaar, nou kom hy uit. Maak of hy gee die loskakel, hy sien 'n gaping, kry die gaping aan die oorkant nog steeds vorentoe, kry die ondersteuning so 'n bietjie agtertoe, agter die vleuel aangegee. Hy moes afgaan grond toe en strafskop wat daar afgestaan word deur Bredasdorp, dissipline. Weer vinnig gespeel deur Valsbaai. Hulle wil nou hardloop met die bal. Hulle weet hulle moet hom vinnig deur die handjies kry. Ongelukkig word hy nou daar deur Valsbaai aangeslaan. Probeer hom maar deurskop, tel hom op. Bredasdorp met 'n teenaanval, het hy die ondersteuning wat nou bykom. Skeieregter wat voor jou speel vir Bredasdorp. Hulle kom in die klein kant wat hulle probeer aanvat, maar hy word daar in sy spore gestuit. Nou is dit weer teruggegee, mooi deurgehardloop daar, mooi gedoen. Verdediging wat bietjie nie aan die gang is daar van Valsbaai en die skeieregter wat intussen ook gesê het dat die voordeel verby is. Nou word hy opgetel deur hierdie sterk voorspeler van Bredasdorp. Hy is op die grond. Bal is beskikbaar. Manne vat so 'n bietjie hulle tyd. Nou tel hulle hom op weer na die klein kant Weer vorentoe, hulle tel hom op en vorentoe dryf nou. Dis die taktiek wat hulle het van hierdie voorspelers van Bredasdorp. Gaan hulle dit volgende keer? Ja, hulle gaan dit weer doen. Net seker maak dat hulle die bal beheer en probeer spelers intrek en hom dan agter kry. Hulle trek nog nie genoeg in nie. Nou sit 'n sterk loopie deur die 3-drukker. Daar van Bredasdorp nog weer opgetel. Sterk loopie deur hierdie groot voorryman van Bredasdorp. Nou is hulle op 'n goeie posisie. Hulle tel hom op vorentoe dryf. Die optellend vorentoe dryf werk goed vir hulle op hierdie oomblik.
Step vir my.
Hulle sal graag punte wil aanteken. Hulle sal graag hierdie voortou in hierdie wedstryd wil neem. Nou het hulle slim gespeel. Hulle vat hom na 'n bietjie fase toe, buite na toe.
Use it. Leave.
Skeieregter sê hulle moet dit los, wag vir hom uit te kom. Nou speel hulle hom in die agterlyn. Lekker deur die hande, vinnig deur die hande. Amper een man wat hy omgaan. Kry die ondersteuning, wat sê die skeieregter? En ongelukkig het hulle hom aangeslaan daar aan die oorkant. Maar daar is Bredasdorp wat goeie voorspelers werk. Hulle tel hom op vorentoe dryf. Hulle het goeie meters verdien en gewerf vorentoe. Besluit om die bal agtertoe deur die hande te laat gaan. En weer eens daar in die agterste driehoeke hanteringsfout. En vaste skram 5 meter vanaf Valsbaai. En ek dink nie dat regtig Bredasdorp sal omgee nie. Hulle 2 of 3 vryskoppe die vorige een gekry, of vaskoppe, ekskuus tog. En die bal gekry wat hulle probeer weer sal wil doen. Kom ons kyk. Bal wat daar half uitspat en opgetel, maar hy is vorentoe aangeslaan, maar die skeieregter sê nee, daar was reeds spanne wat ingegaan het. Hulle gaan weer oorskrim. Ek het amper gedink die bal het uitgespat in die skrimskakel wat dit mooi opgelees en opgetel het. Maar die skeieregter sê nee, die vletjie het reeds voor dit gegaan. Guldige geleentheid nou vir Bredasdorp, al het hulle nie die bal nie, hulle sterk, goeie voorspelers, soos ek sê, hulle het reeds 'n vaskop al bewerkstellig en sal graag nog 'n vaskop wil bewerkstellig hier in 'n gunstige posisie. 12-11 met 9 minute speeltyd oor, 8,5 om presies te wees. Ingegooi weer eens 'n sterk skrim, bal wat moet opgetel word, hy word opgetel, maar die manne wat hulle self in 'n omkant posisie plaas, skrimskakel het vandag weer vinnig gespeel. Die manne wat besluit het hulle eie gebied het te hardloop, binne buite, nou skop hy hom vorentoe vir homself en hy kry hom weer hierdie loskakel. Hy kry die spoed agter, word hy gaan hy ingehaal word. Hy druk hom af. Wat 'n pragtige 3 uit hulle eie gebied het besluit hulle gaan hardloop en Valsbaai wat agter die pale van Bredasdorp opeindig. En wat 'n pragtige 3, wat 'n slinkse spel deur die loskakel. Hy sien Bredasdorp is aan die slaap, hy vat die bal vinnig, 2, 3, 4, 5 manne wat hy klop daar binne buite, hy gee vir homself die steekskop, die bal wat reg op binne in sy hande, hy weet as hy hierdie bal nou kry, het hy spoed aan die buitekant, hy gee die bal buite, en dan spoed wat regtig bykom, maar die belangrikheid van daardie 3 wat daar aangeteken is, die hand-off wat daar was, trek hom pragtig af, weet presies wat kant toe die verdediging gaan kom om te duikslag uit te voer en dan die 5 punte wat aangeteken word. Kom ons kyk of die doelskop suksesvol kan wees. Dit word formaliteite te wees, omtrent vorige doelskop was ook omtrent uit daardie gebied uit. Vat so 'n bietjie sy tyd, maak seker. So die skeieregter, nou kom hy agtertoe. Tref hom goed. Hierdie keer is die vlag weer omhoog. En die telling skuif aan na 19-12 in die guns van Valsbaai.
Paus by die rak. Ek druk hulle mooi terug, maar ek verstaan, ek sal kyk, dankie.
Baie interessant daar gesprek en ek wil ook net sê dat spanne wat gewoonlik goed begin eerste helfte is nie noodwendig die spanne wat aan die einde van die dag wen nie. Sal dit 'n bietjie fatigue wees dat die manne nou al moeg is. Begin lekker opgewarm en reg vir die wedstryd. As dit Valsbaai wat weer met 'n teenaanval kom, beslis die verdediging van Bredasdorp wat 'n probleem is. Nou is dit aangeslaan en meer dat ek na rip gekyk. Nou weet vir Bredasdorp al moet punte aanteken om in hierdie wedstryd te bly. Voordeel wat verby is, vat so 'n bietjie lank om op te tel. Nou gaan hulle weer in die optelend vorentoe dryf, hierdie voorspelers wat goed doen.
Step.
Maak gereed om die bal agter te speel. Nou speel hulle weer van die voorspelers wat daar by tweede kanaal mooi opgesit het, mooi oor die voordeellyn, wag vir hom om te kom. Nou speel hulle agterlyn, al wat belangrik is die hande, maar speler wat besluit, hy gaan eers in, sien daar's 'n bal is nou weer afgevat, nou is dit weer teenaanval, en ek wil hom sê hierdie 10 van Valsbaai, hy doen goed, hy sit vir Valsbaai op die voorvoet, ongelukkig, een van die voorspelers wat vir 'n oomblik net sy oog van die bal afhaal, en hy klein breekdeel van 'n sekonde, om jou oog van 'n bal af te haal, in die bal is op pad na jou toe, as die kanse basies 100% dat jy dit sal aanslaan, en dis presies wat in hierdie geval gebeur. 5 minute speeltyd oor, kan Bredasdorp terugkom, kan hulle het gelyk opmaak, kan hulle die wedstryd wen, of kan Valsbaai besluit, hulle gaan hierdie wedstryd nou seël, ons weet, hulle het geen probleem, om uit hulle eie gebied uit te besluit om te hardloop, en aan te val nie. Ster skrim in Bredasdorp, hulle gooi aan, nou speel hulle met hulle agterspelers, so bietjie onseker daar, manne staan en kry die bal, 2 manne wat sommer daar wag vir hom, uit te kom, vat so bietjie lang, so half agter hom, vat hy die bal, maar mooi gedoen om hom te bemeester, mooi gedoen ook om oor die voordellyn te kom, weer opgetel, van die eerste kanaaltjie hier langs die losgemaal aan, hulle sien daar is 'n geleentheid om vorentoe te kom, nou speel hulle weer met die agterlyn, skoppie vorentoe, is die ondersteuning daar, gaan hy regop, hy opreg vir Valsbaai, maar daar was omkantspel aan die kant van Valsbaai, en hulle gaan terugkom vir 'n strafskop.
Hier's op by my.
Wat gaan Bredasdorp met hierdie een maak? Hulle gaan hom beslis stik en vinnig speel, skeieregter sê, ongelukkig van verkeerde plek af, vat hom net die wat ek is, en dan kan hulle maar weer voortgaan, en dit is wat hulle doen, voortgaan, so 2, haal op hom vast tussen 3 manne, muur daarso, Bredasdorp speel, nou speel hulle agtertoe goed gedoen, weer voordeel wat daar gespeel word, vir hom kan speel, nou wag hulle vir hom uit te kom, agterlyn wat nou probeer, kyk of hulle iets kan bewerkstellig, weet jy die hande self daar opgesit, kry die ondersteuning in 14, nou gaan hy weer in, wag vir hom uit te kom, weer hier langs hier losgemaal wat hulle hom optel, en kyk of hulle daar kan deurkom, nou speel hulle 'n bietjie weier, mooi gedoen hier na die steelkant toe, Bredasdorp weet hulle moet nou punte aanteken om in hierdie wedstryd te wees, hulle weet ook dat die speeltyd is besig om uit te loop voor die wat daar gespeel word, mooi opgesit deur die vaste voorspeler, het lyk na die vaskopstit. Ja, hulle moes gespeel het miskien, dan besluit hulle gaan maar weer optel, nuwe voordeel wat nou gespeel word deur die skeieregter Valsbaai, wat hulle self onder druk sit, om onkant te gaan, alle oor die te druk, Bredasdorp tel hom op, hierdie groot man gaan nie gekeer word nie, hy gaan nie gekeer word nie, en hierdie Stit wat bal dra, wat dan vir die tweede 3 aanteken, vir die derde 3, ekskuus tog, vir die Bredasdorp span, en belangrike doelskop nou om sake gelyk op te maak, met die speeltyd wat ook besig is om uit te loop, maar weer eens herhaalde druk van Bredasdorp, hulle doen dieselfde wat Valsbaai met hulle gedoen het, al wat hulle doen, hulle speel kanaal 1, hulle speel kanaal 2, sit die groot voorspelers op, hier langs hier losgemaal, vat hulle die kanaal aan, hulle sien die gapings wat daar aan mekaar gaan, besluit die volgende oomblik, hulle gaan om na die skeelkant te speel, en dit werp vrugte af vir hulle, 5 punte, kan die doelskop suksesvol wees. Hy lyk goed, ongelukkig net kort, met die windjies, moet hom sê, hy skop hom heeltemal teen die wind, Damien, so dit maak sake bietjie moeilik, nou is daar 2 punte in die wedstryd, met 1,5 minuut speeltyd oor, bietjie tyd wat daar uitgerek word, deur Valsbaai, die manne is baie sielkundig, vir alles hulle voorloop, en tyd is besig om uit te loop, hulle weet dis 'n lopende tyd, die tyd loop aan 1, daar word nie gestop nie, maar dit gaan nou ook baie ver van Bredasdorp om met hulle eie gebied te kom, hulle het die vermoë, potensiaal en die vaardigheid om dit te kan doen, die belangrikheid is net wat gebeur by hierdie afskop. Valsbaai wat natuurlik sal wil diep afskop en seker maak dat hulle van ver af moet speel en hulle doen dit so, bal wat daar bemeester word, nou gaan hulle weer begin, eerste man, tweede man, derde man, wat hom nie kan plat trek nie, nog steeds vorentoe, hierdie 3 drukker, kyk of hy nie nog weer kan gaan nie, al op so nou 'n bietjie oor die veld, nou kry die ondersteuning, hulle sal wil binne bly, hulle sal nie nou wil uitkom nie met 'n paar sekondes oor, Sit weer faset op.
Is fyn, bal is daar.
Nou speel hulle hom oorkant toe, mooi daarin, lekker hardloop daar deur die vaskop flank.
Kyk, step vir my.
Weer optel, verdediging is 'n bietjie beter hierdie keer hier by die fasette. Wat gaan hulle nou maak? Nou gaan hulle in die agterspelers. Hulle gaan nou die bal, hy moet nou gedra word deur die hande, gegee, trek en gee binne toe. Verdediging wat van Valsbaai daar, maar wat goed reggemaak word. As die bal afgevat, counter attack. Oh, wat sê die skeieregter agtertoe? Hulle kan nog speel. Nou wat man wat daar deurbreek. Op 'n stadium gedink hy gaan blaas vir die aanslag, maar die bal was agtertoe gewees. Sirene wat daar afgaan. Bal is nog beskikbaar. Hulle weet hulle sal nou moet punt aanteken. Hierdie bal kan nie nou doodgaan nie. Hierdie bal kan nie verlore gaan nie. En ongelukkig is die bal wat verlore gaan. Al wat Valsbaai gaan maak, hulle gaan die bal vat en uitskop. En dit is wat hulle doen. En hulle gaan hierdie enetjie vat met 3 punte. Valsbaai 19, Bredasdorp 17. En wat 'n lekker wedstryd. Wat 'n wedstryd wat by tye baie goeie resultate opgelewer het. Ander wat besluit het om uit hulle eie gebied te hardloop voor en agterspelers. En as ons terugkom, dan bring ons vir u die volgende een. Tussen Robertson en Langaban weg. Manne daar uit die Langeberg uit. En as ek reg is Langaban weg in die Weskus. Praat met u wanneer ons die volgende wedstryd gaan begin. Nee, ons is terug hier vir die voorlaaste wedstryd, Langaban weg en die span van Robertson. Robertson aan die linkerkant, Langaban weg aan die regterkant. En is Langaban weg wat hier die wedstryd gaan begin. Hierdie wedstryd gaan tweetalig wees. moontlik drietalig, 'n bietjie Sikosa ook inbring. Yes, we're moving it in Sports TV and nissenholdings. We're bringing you whatever you want. We bring for you. You say, you pay, we say.
Whatever language you need, English, French, Isikosa, Swahili, Zulu,
Tswane.
Afrikaans, Tswane. Ons praat Afrikaans. Ons dalk probeer om Afrikaans te praten. And we're kicking off the game with Robertson versus Langaban weg. And Langaban weg with the kickoff. And the day where we have had a full support from our parents, being at the end of the day, we still see that support. We're still hearing the shout on the background. It's another good shout out to all our parents for being there from the morning up until now, supporting the boys, giving them courage, giving them backup, all for them to do their best.
Yeah, it's so important, the support of the parents and the family members. Now it's Langaban weg on the attack. First great one, but the defensive line there by Robertson still available for Langaban. Ball going backwards, bit of under pressure there, but good inside step. Unfortunately, the ball is throwing forward, and in the passing, some of the players of Langaban weg were offside, and the referee indicated penalty for offside.
You can already see Langaban is starting with a very great intensity, very great speed to the game. They're trying to be on the front foot at the first minute of the game. And the penalty to Robertson. They managed to get a touch. A nice kick from the flight of Robertson. And they got a touch for them, a lineup. Try for them to build the momentum, build the intensity, and try to put the pressure on Langaban. Robertson moving the ball through the back line. Good end of pass with number 13. Met the defensive line of Langaban. Being held up by the defense of Langaban. Want to utilize the strength of their forwards to break through the line of Langaban. And the forward just lost the ball forward.
Ja, ons kan hoor hoe die ondersteuning van Langaban weg beslis hier is. Maar strafskop daar aan die kant van Robertson, en hulle gaan kyk of hulle die kantlyn kan opsoek. Bietjie in die wind in, bal wat daar binne toe gehou word, is dit ongelukkig aanslaan of sy omkant spel daar. Vinnige tik, ondersteuning, alles die 10 meter terug nie. Dit kan 'n bietjie moeilikheid vir Langaban weg wees. Nou die skeelkant wat Robertson optel, kyk of hulle kan. Groot voorspeler daar, so 2-3 man wat hom moet besig om, hy word weer teruggeboonder, maar die bal is steeds beskikbaar. Robertson moet nou vinnig buite hande speel, is aan daar, sien 'n geleentheid binne buite hierdie klein binne sentertjie. Bal is beskikbaar, nou speel hulle buite. Ongelukkige bal wat nie daar deur die flank gevang kan word nie. En nou is dit die skeieregter wat terugkom vir 'n strafskop. Dit was 'n aanslaan omkant spel gewees. En Robertson, kom ons kyk wat maak hulle met hierdie strafskop. Gaan hulle hom uitskop? Gaan hulle hom tik? Gaan hulle hardloop? Baie interessant.
That look like they're going to play the ball to the forwards. Very unfortunate of the previous line. Now they're trying to regain their momentum with the forward, the number 17. Trying to move the ball quicker to the big forward, the number 3. Bursting through the line of Langaban. But Langaban managed to bring them at the same point. Now they want to move it down the back line. Number 10, down to the number 13. Breaking through the back line of Langaban weg. And a good solid line of defense from Langaban weg. Holding down Robertson, pushing them back, not allowing them to gain ground. But in the scrum off of Robertson showing heart, showing desire, pushing through the line of Langaban back. And a kick from the fly-off, trying to catch the wing. Trying to count on the gap on the wings. A penalty kick for Robertson. A quick tap and play to the number 6. Again, Robertson utilizing the strength of their forward. Pass and go. Now they move it down to the back line. Down to the number 30 that has been being a great danger to Langaban. Looking for their gaps, looking for their channels, trying to run through the gaps. But now the referee call it back. A call back for penalty for Robertson. A time for them to restart, a chance for them to restart. Restart and build upon the momentum that they've been causing, the trouble, the pressure that they've been giving Langaban back. In their own half, in their own 22, Robertson are seeking to go early on the scoreline.
Ja, hy skeieregter wat daar praat met die kaptein van Langaban. Hy sê julle staan te veel strafskap af. Kom ons kry die dissipline. As die dissipline gaan reg kry nie, dan gaan ons kaarte moet hê. Skeieregter wat vir hulle kans gee om daar bietjie te gesels. Kom ons kyk wat gebeur.
And discipline being the most important point throughout the whole day. The referee emphasizing on the coaches to keep on the discipline. It's number 4 of Robertson running, charging through, but they have been pushed out for a touchline.
Yeah, what great defense on the side of Langaban, we have to say. Robertson and attacking with their big forwards, but not really getting over the advantage line as they would love to do, and even get over the try line. But good defense by the team of Langaban weg.
A good show of courage despite the forwards charging towards them. Langaban weg keeping their defensive line, making those tackles. Now they're seeking to go out of their own danger, out of their own 22. Trying to clear out the danger that Robertson is trying to portray to them. But in a penalty to Robertson, a chance for them close to the try line to use again, to utilize the strength of their forward, to drive through the defensive line of Langaban weg.
A free kick against them for not taking the penalty right. Ball have to leave the hand, and not happening in that occasion. And now an opportunity for Langaban weg to rather prefer to run them out of their playing field and putting themselves a bit of under pressure there. Now playing with their forwards. Still moving with the big forwards, one of the big guys of the Langaban weg. Going forward with the ball now, but now they're playing to the open side, getting a run through. Does he have the speed, kicking forward, chasing his ball? The ball of the bounce, still kicking it forward. Will he be able to catch it? Is it too? Oh, unfortunately, the ball bounces way back. And it's going to be a 22-meter drop line. Scrum, option.
A scrum.
Or 22, they have a decision that they can make.
A very unlucky call for the boy from Langaban. A very nice run through past the back line of Robertson, but a missed kick. And the wind being against them. The boys from the Robertson are trying to get things in order. Trying to restore the pressure, trying to restore the tension that they have been given to Langaban since the beginning of the game. But Langaban still holding strong on their defense. A kick catch by the winger of Langaban, but the referee call it back for the penalty. Penalty kick for Robertson. Are they going to look for the line, or are they going to play the ball? But the looks of it look like they're looking for the line. Looking to gain yards, 5 meters. Looking to gain some yards from Langaban weg. Kick against the wind. Managed to get a touchline. A chance for Robertson to build again on that momentum that they started with.
Ja, laat ons kyk wat maak Robertson met hierdie lyn staan. Geleentheid, speel 'n bietjie teen die wind. Nou is die bal beskikbaar. Aangee daar, groot aangee. Manne wat bal wat lekker deur die hand gaan. Mooi gedoen, bal wat vorentoe geskop word. Nou is dit in die hande daarvan, Langaban weg. Met 'n teenaanval heel agter. Kry die ondersteuning. Steeds hardloop by, skoppie vorentoe. Bal wat daar gejaag word, is ongelukkig. Is die bal wat nie daar reg spring nie, maar daar was ongelukkige aanslaan, sê die skeieregter. Wat 'n goeie, let me say, what great kicking game by the team of Langaban weg. And unfortunately, it's just the last play and the bounce of the ball that don't allow them to grab it, which can create so much problems for Robertson if they will get hold of that ball, isn't it?
An amazing kicking display from Langaban. But as we say again, the bounce of the ball is not going into their favor. But they're showing the intensity of the run, kicking display. Just that last bounce.
Yes, and even utilizing the wind because they're playing with the wind
Playing
behind
against the
the
wind.
shoulders, yes. Now it's a counter attack there from Robertson. It is prop forward. He's not side to take the ball on. Now again, this big forwards. Just pushing somebody just off there as if it's just an ordinary thing to do, yeah. Now they're playing outside, great straight running line, needing the supporting play. Will he be able? No, speed. He's not the supporting play, arrived a bit late. Now it's available for Robertson, playing in the outside and into Trots, unfortunately. But what great defense there by Langaban weg. And hey, this team is really taking out each other on, eh? With this running rugby, which we love of schools rugby, especially primary school.
This is what we love. Like we said from the beginning, Langaban has shown a great sense of defensive play, but in a good run from the number 13, just that the support was against him, and then put him out of touch. Now Langaban seeking to show a run of play, down through the back line. Ooh! He knocked the ball forward.
Surprisingly, what they're doing, they prefer to run out of their 22 and rather kick the ball when they are really on the attack, which would you mostly feel that rather kick the ball, you have the wind behind you, start chasing it and maybe see if you can gain some meters or even get the ball into touch and start off there, which create a bit of challenging and trouble for Robertson because they're playing against the wind. They have to keep the ball in hand, they can't just kick it.
The wind is at a great advantage for Langaban. A beautiful switch off play to the fullback, trying to burst through the lineup of Langaban ver. But the ball got snatched out and the referee called back for the penalty. And a quick tap and play, seeking to counter on the overlap. And the number 14 just slipped for Robertson. And the ball has been turned over.
Really have to talk to the guys of Langaban. It's several penalties. Once again, he's going to talk to the team, to the captain, and say, "Listen, enough is enough." If it was the other referee, I can promise you, there will be one or two guys already been in the bin.
One or two guys already has seen yellow cards in a long time. But as you can see, the referee was giving instruction to number 6 to tell his team to be more disciplined.
Unfortunately, this time Robertson that can't utilize the advantage of the lot of discipline issues that currently are on the side of Langaban. Double whistle, somebody's in trouble, but great counter attack we have to say about Langaban there. Off their feet now this time.
You can see they're holding down the defense.
Yes.
They're not allowing any form of gap for Robertson to break through. Robertson trying again to go to the touchline. Again a switch of play, Langaban again there to defend. The young boys are really doing well on the defensive play. The number 16 trying to burst through a high tackle.
At last they're going over. Robertson scoring the first points of this encounter. and even playing the advantage of a high tackle there. But it's Robertson that will be feeling good, at least after several attacking options and opportunities, getting into the playing area of Langaban, struggling to get over the score line, and after about 14.5 minutes, they are able to score the first try of this game. And it's Robertson leading by 5 points to 0.
And a very good time to put the score line with few minutes left for the first half. A very good time. The kick got converted. A beautiful kick from the number 10 of Robertson. Now they lead 7-0 to Langaban. Few minutes left for the first half. Robertson putting all the pressure. They have been attacking, and finally they have received the result. Can Langaban give a response?
Yeah, what a good conversion also from this youngster, adding another 2 points, and the score is currently 7 to Robertson and 0 to Langaban, with 5 minutes or 4.5 minutes playing time. Still have the wind behind them. Langaban, what a great kick there. Oh, compete, well done, getting the ball, Langaban. Pick up and drive, doing the same.
Langaban seeking to create a response. Trying to push through the defensive line of Robertson. Trying to create a response. Trying to get back in the game. Putting the line through the back line. Burst through the line of Robertson.
I think he was supposed to pass the ball there. Playing too much on their own. Need to have to utilize their players, teammates.
That's very key when you see your teammates are in place. Pass to them the ball. Pass through the line of the back line. Use the overlap to your advantage. And a free kick to Langaban. Very close to the try line. A chance for them to now get on the score sheet. Give a response. Make a comeback. Handed the ball to their forward. Trying to burst through the line of Robertson. With a few minutes left in the first half. Can Langaban give us a response?
And they score their first try. That's what keeping pressure on the opponents doing. You will have the results, and what a good results.
What an amazing result from Langaban. What a great response. Despite going down 7-0 to Robertson, they didn't put their foot down. They increased the intensity, they increased the momentum, they fight back to get back on the score sheet. And now we are all 7-5, waiting for the conversion. Is he going to convert the kick?
And scores are level here. Scores are level here with 2.5 minutes playing time in this half. They encounter Robertson versus Langabanweg. And what a game we have on hands here before the final game. Lochnerhof versus Paul Gymnasium. Hey, what's happening here with me?
A good lineup of fixtures that we had today. From the first game up until now, there have been no form of disappointment. And now Robertson versus Langaban giving us a breathtaking display. What a few minutes left in the first half. Langaban seeking to put the pressure, to increase on the score sheet, to enter into the second half with a great advantage. The fullback came through, bursting into the gap of Robertson. What a good run that he has made. Langaban breaking through the lines of Robertson. Trying to increase the pressure, trying to increase the intensity. A kick right through for them to chase. Are they going to catch it? A good recovery from the fullback of Robertson. And the ref had to call off for the medic. There's a player down.
Yeah, it don't look good, and player safety first. That's why the referee immediately stopped play, because you have to have player safety first. The box smart, very good example of how you doing things on a rugby field, any sports field. Especially with where we have youngsters. I mean, primary school children, you need to take care and be visible of what is happening in the surroundings. Good medics. We spoke about the medics that is doing a good job, knowing what is happening on the field, following the game, following the plays, and see when something is not going well there. Give the necessary attention. At least he's back on his feet again, and that looks good.
A good sign that he's back on his feet. A shout out to all our referees. Shout out to all our medic team seeking out for the health of our players, our young boys. And I think that has concluded the end of the first half.
Not yet. They're still going to have the penalty, it looks.
One last play to the game. The penalty kick to Langaban ver. Are they going to kick it out or seek to look for another point to go into the second half? A nice boost off play from the forward into the line of Robertson. Seeking to move the ball quicker. The number 5 driving through Robertson's back line. Now they're seeking to go wide. Utilize the gap. An inside play from the player.
Another advantage played there to Langaban weg. Robertson offside. The hood already goes off, but as play is still on, as you know, when it's penalty time, play continue till the ball is officially tapped, when there's a try score or when the ball is knocked on or going dead, depending on what will happen, but not with a penalty. Play will continue.
And a good kick from Langaban, putting them in a nice position for them to get again on the score sheet. Entering into the second half with the lead will not be a bad thing for Langaban. In a good position maybe to set up a more push through Robertson and get through another try.
Unfortunately, they knocked their good opportunity to score a try. Scores is level here at halftime, Robertson versus Langaban weg. And when we come back for the second half, then we see you after the break. Tweede helfte van hierdie kragmeting. Robertson wat nou met die wind in hulle blaaie speel. Telling is gelyk op hier. Langaban weg. Beide spanne wat gewys het. Hulle wil hardloop met die bal. Hulle is lus. En om hierdie toernooi op 'n hoë noot af te eindig. Dis die tweede laaste wedstryd van hierdie week. Die Willie Le Roux 'n toernooi hier op die Maar Stadium in Stellenbosch. Nou is dit daar 'n sterk loopie aan die kant van Langaban weg. Manne wat die bal dra, hulle weet. Het is moeilik om die bal nou te skop, hulle moet hom dra. Weer daar sterk opgesit. Verdediging van Robertson wat beproef word. Nou speel hulle agter. Weer binne toe gekom. 'n Goeie verdediging, mooi gelees daar deur die speler van Robertson. Ongelukkig is dit Langaban weg wat 'n strafskop afstand, bal wat vasgehou word en 'n geleentheid vir Robertson om nou die wind te gebruik. They're utilizing the wind immediately when they get the opportunity. Now the wind is behind them. And what a kick. What a kick
What
there.
an amazing kick.
Yes.
Like you said, you can see Robertson is utilizing the wind immediately at the start of the second half. What a beautiful kick from the fly-off. And they put them in a very good position to secure a point on the scoreline early into the second half.
Yeah, and they even have the throw-in at the line out, so most probably they will utilize it with their forwards, big forwards, holding the ball, moving forward in the ball, but the referee indicated it was not straight, unfortunately. So alle gaan ongelukkig opsie, daar lange baan weg, gaan hulle die skrim vat, gaan hulle die lynstand vat, wat gaan vir hulle makliker werk? Hulle sê die skrim gaan vir hulle makliker werk, meer verseker dat hulle die bal in die skrim kan kry, as wat hulle moontlik in die lynstand kan kry, veral met die wind wat 'n groot rol speel, maar nog steeds is Langaban weg 'n bietjie onder druk in hierdie situasie met die wind wat redelik ook opgekom het nou al. Robertson wat daar opgaan, sê die skeieregter, strafskop aan die kant van Langaban weg. En nou kan jy sien hoekom hulle die strafskop gevat het. Hulle weet hulle moet hardloop, besluit om met hulle eie gebied te hardloop, baie onder druk, aangeslaan. Geen voordeel en nou is dit 'n gunstige posisie vir enige span. Enige span wat te vlak van rugby ook al om 'n skrim te kan hê. Binne die middel van die veld, 5 meter van die doellyn af. Kom ons kyk wat maak Robertson met hierdie een en as ons gaan kyk hoe hulle agterste spelers, agterlynspelers opgelyn het, opgesit het, dan beteken dit hulle kan enige kant toe gaan. Ster skrim daar die lange baan, het hulle die bal afgevat. Hulle het die bal afgevat, kan nie dit glo. Nou kom hulle met 'n teenaanval, ongelukkig die laaste aangee wat nie so goed is nie. Wat sê die skeieregter, het Robertson die bal en die bal wat daar vasgehou word. En nou is dit weer 'n strafskop vir Robertson en Langaban weg wat hulle self so 'n bietjie onder druk sit. Laaste aangee wat nie so doeltreffend is nie. Manne se hande wat nie so doeltreffend is daar aan die buitekant nie. Hulle is kort, speel die bal mooi aangegee daar binnekant. As jy die regterkant, wat sê die skeieregter? Kyk sake uit, hy sê die bal is opgehou. Hulle gaan weer probeer, is 'n skrim.
Again, it underlines the amazing defensive work of Langaban weg. The number 12 came in charging in, but then they managed to hold him down on the line, hold the ball, not allowing him to make a try. Amazing defense from Langaban weg.
Skeieregter talking there to one of the players. I think he did say something there in the after they thought the try was scored. The referee definitely not happy with the way the player was talking to him, so you have a word with him. Skrim wat net nie wil werk daar vir Robertson nie. Plaas hulle self onder druk. Struggling a bit in the scrums, Robertson, eh? Things don't want to work really for them.
It's not working too well for Robertson at the moment. You can see Langaban is putting all the pressure and intensity on the scrum. But a quick pick up from the number 8 of Robertson trying to go on the blind side. being held up by Langaban. The scrummer want to move the ball quicker down into the back line. Can they use the advantage, the overlap? A lot of pick up and drives from the players of Langaban trying to catch on the gaps. Now they're trying to use the advantage, the overlap on the wide side. But they're held up by the defense of Langaban Weg. And a good run on the wide side from Robertson, close to the touchline. But again, Langaban showing a good sense of defensive awareness, holding them down on the touchline. And a knock on from Robertson.
What great defense there from Langaban Weg, we have to say. It's good defense, keeping the pressure on Robertson. Robertson players, I think they should have passed the ball to the wings. Everybody wants to go on their own, and that's a problem that they currently have for not going through. Getting a bit frustrated. Every player that's handling the ball think he wants to do it on his own, forgetting that they have teammates on the outside, most probably in a better position that he is, but with the tunnel vision they have, just getting the ball. One thing is going forward, and it's not working currently for them.
Exactly the point, sir. They had a lot of overlapping line that they didn't utilize. A lot of players that was open, better position than they are. But now a scrum again for Langaban Weg to come out of danger, come out in their own 22. But then they choose to play down the line. They choose to run with the ball. And the ball is knocked down forward from Langaban. The boy don't know, he's still running. That's the danger of playing your own 32. A small mistake, knocking the ball forward. You still put yourself in danger. Now it's a chance for Robertson to push you on the scrum and try to get on the score sheet.
Yeah, even Langaban Weg putting themselves under pressure. They're not utilizing the kicking feet. I don't think they trusted the wind to kick against the wind. Try to play it, but unfortunately some errors there, handling errors occurring in their team. Thoughting it's a much better scrum there from Robertson, but unfortunately the referee not happy with the scrum. They will start over, and again Langaban Weg will put some pressure on them.
A restart of the scrum for Robertson. A chance for them now to redeem themselves. Playing with the wind. Are they going to use their back line? Are we going to see a quick pick up from the number 8? But they choose to use the hands, using the back line. Running through a good tackle from Langaban Weg. Moving the ball wide. Trying to cut on the inside.
Everybody moving inside into the hectic traffic. Try to get the balls at the wings, giving it some air outside. Once again, everybody wants to just to go in there on their own. Need to trust their outside players. Now the kick go on. Is it a good one? Oh, almost in the hands of Langaban, but unfortunately knocked it forward. But the referee is playing the advantage. Can Robertson utilize the advantage? Unfortunately, oh no, there was not advantage played, but the knock on from the side of Robertson. I thought for a moment they were playing advantage for Robertson, but the referee said he didn't pick up any knock on there. And still under pressure scrum. Langaban on the defense. Very difficult for them to get out of there. And that's why they try to run it and putting also some pressure on themselves.
Langaban has noticed a lot of Robertson players are moving, cutting in on the inside. They're causing the traffic on the inside. Robertson even noticed that they have a lot of overlaps on the outside. But now it's a chance for Langaban for them to try to get out of danger. And the penalty to Langaban.
Yeah, they definitely having the advantage in the scrum, Langaban, and getting the penalty. Another one offside. Now a silly mistake there by Langaban players. Another mistake now. Luckily for them, net 10 meters.
And you can see Langaban is aware that the wind is against him. They're trying to play through the end. They're not taking the option of kicking out. And that is causing them mistake in their own 22, building the pressure. And Robertson is not countering on the advantage. It looks like they want a kick to go.
Yeah, they're going to check if they can get the 3 points, struggling to get over the try line and maybe see if they can add some 3 points. But lucky there, Robertson, for getting away on that one for the 10 meters, not because they were in control of the ball, lost the ball, but the referee decided otherwise.
It's a small mistake that will make you cost the game. A kick right through the middle of the post that now put Robertson right in front. 10 points to 7 from Langaban. The wind being on their side, so it was an easy kick for Robertson.
Yeah, taking the lead here, I think also with 10 minutes to play, Langaban weg will fail. Let's rather give them 3 points and see that we can get away here and see if we can maybe try, score a try or adding another 2 points and have 7 points. Maybe to take the lead of this game again, but putting themselves under a lot of trouble. But even with the pressure coming, they did good on their defense. We need to applaud them on that one. Unfortunately, they couldn't get a hold of the ball in the air, knock on forward, but what a kick in there from the Langaban weg players.
And the players down for Robertson. Medically rushing to check him up. We hope it's nothing major.
Yes, even the medics is having a very hard time here, a busy time being out here, especially here on the A field where we currently are. And then we have another games at the back of us. You can see everybody's enjoying them. The necessary support is there, and we up to the last games awaiting us after this one, and that will conclude then the business of the week of the tournament. Yes,
and the young boys have shown some great form of physicality. The 13-year-olds have shown some great form of physicality, some great form of strength. They're not scared to make a tackle. And our boy's been carrying out of the field. It looks like he'll be replaced. Seems like a leg injury.
Yes, it seems his ankle is strapped. This is things that young boys are looking forward to is school holiday tours, when they go on tours and playing there against other schools and checking themselves where they are and opportunities that may occur to them for next year going to high school, and also making sure that the provincial coaches can check them out when they go into the tournaments that they play, like your under 13 tournaments, the regional ones. Robertson again utilizing the wind and kick the ball downfield, and this is one thing that Langaban didn't utilize when they were playing with the wind behind their backs.
You can see Robertson are quite aware of the direction of the wind, and they chose to use it in the second half to help them gain the advantage, gain the momentum. With the kicks, with the passes, with the throw-ins. But now it's Langaban on the front foot, trying to burst to Robertson to get something out of it. He's running. Does he have the gas? Does he have the stamina? Unfortunately, the fullback of Robertson just stopped him in the middle. But a quick pickup and drive, trying to get into the gap, into the space of Robertson. Can he find his teammates on the wide areas?
Referee goes back for the penalty. What is Langaban doing? Quick tap. Can he go through? Is it opportunity? Tackle just on the 5-meter line. Still the opportunity to play outside, going inside. Need to offload the ball. Unfortunately, can't do that. Still moving forward. Is the ball available? Yes, it's available. Now they have to put the ball actually. Oh no, they don't have any backline. I saw now, and there's another player down. Unfortunately, they have to stop the game. Players getting injured now. This time of the day, this time of the tournament, and this is not really what you want to see. But we need to consider it's only 13-year-old guys, 12 years that is playing this game and making contact for 4 days in a row. It can also be a bit challenging for themselves.
You're right, after a long 4 days of physicality, of tough rugby, we would expect some injuries on the day of today. But then we hope it's nothing serious. But then by the way the car is busy moving inside, it looks like the medic clinic is needing the assistance of the cot.
If you see how the guy is lying there, it don't look good and it's a bit worried, then it seems there's most probably a neck or spine injury, looking more to a neck injury. I hope it's not too much serious. We have about 5 minutes playing time and you know what will happen. Time will running out. But once again, player safety first.
Player safety first. And the referee do not stop the time. The time keeps on running.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate part of school rugby. The time is moving irrespective of an injury there on the field.
The Robertson player is still down, not moving a muscle. Hoping that it's nothing serious.
Yeah, we hope it's not too serious.
It look like a spine injury by the way he's sitting up.
But if you look at least he's sitting up, and that's already a good result in itself, that he's sitting up and can be sitting up on his own. So they will just assist getting him off, but it don't look too serious. And we're glad it's not too serious. This is a hard knock, yeah, against the shoulder.
And a good hand of applause from his teammates and the opposing team, trying to cheer him up.
Good sportsmanship there from specifically from the opponents.
A very tough game of rugby between Robertson and Langaban. Only 3 points difference. Robertson leading with 10, Langaban with 7. Few minutes on the clock. It can be anybody's game.
If Langaban's score now, I can tell you it will be difficult for Robertson coming back. And they have the advantage of having the ball in hand. What a big scrum picking up. Bite, will he fall over? What is the referee saying? It's short. Still available, picking up. Good defense on the side of Robertson. Still moving forward. Wants to get over their try line. They know if they score now, they will be in a good position leading this game. One of the big forwards going forward. Ball is still available. Now they're playing with the back line. Going himself and score next to the ball. And it's Langaban taking the lead once again in this game. And what a good play. Allowing the forwards to take the ball up. Getting all the defenders of Robertson in. And then playing the ball to the back line. And it's outside. Just making it straight. And scoring next to the post of the conversion coming.
An amazing run of play from Langaban. Chance for them not to be in the league. They're leading by 12 points to 10 if they convert this. It is now 14 points to 10. Langaban now need to rely on their defensive ability. With a few minutes left on the clock, do you think they can pull this through?
If Robertson play clever now, kicking the ball deep, put some pressure on Langaban, keeping them there for the next half and 20 minutes or 40 seconds. 1 minute 40 seconds that is still over in this game, and try to get hold of the ball, keeping the ball in most probably. But for Langaban, they just have to keep up the defense, keep the ball outside, keep the ball in hand, and allow time to run off.
And a good catch from number 8 of Langaban, seeking to build the momentum, keeping the intensity, allowing the ball to run through the hands of his players. Beating 1, 2, 3, running around the curve. And he's still running, using his gas, his stamina, his adrenaline. The siren has already sounded. The ball didn't yet go out. And the referee has blown for offside.
And clever play there by Langaban. They know they can just kick it out, and they're winning this game. This encounter, Langaban weg 14, Robertson 10, and what a fight back by Langaban. Robertson didn't utilize the opportunities they have. They are not so happy, and but unfortunately, if you don't take the opportunities coming your way, that is what the end result will be.
Exactly, a great fight back from Langaban Ver. Being 7-0 down, they made sure they used the intensity, they digged up for this inner passion, made a comeback upon Robertson, and now they're leading 14-10. A good game of rugby that we had for the past 40 minutes, and then Robertson failed to pull up the win. Langaban 14, Robertson 10. And if you have been with us from the morning, we give you a shout out. Since 8 o'clock, we have been in a lineup of good games. Our 13-year-old made us proud. They showed us great skills, great ability, great talent. The schools came from various places. We give a shout out to the coaches. And we're about to enter our last game between Lochnerhof versus Paul Race. The last game of the evening, the last game of the afternoon. A good lineup that is waiting for us.
Hierdie laaste kragmeting van die Willie Le Roux toernooi onder 13 seuns. As 'n aanvang, dis Lochnerhof teen Paul Boys Gymnasium. En is waar dinge gebeur hier. Kan jy glo die eerste 3 wat aangeteken word is deur Paul, ek moet nou Afrikaans nou praat en ek wil nou Engels ook praat. Ekskuus luisteraar. Paul Boys Primary School and the first not down points on the game, and that is less than 20 seconds.
The quickest try of the day in less than 20 seconds. Paul Boys Primary School, they came with a great speed, a great intensity. In less than 20 seconds, they were already on the score sheet. What a game we have for us today.
Leading by 7-0, Lochnerhof. Guys, you're going to be in for a big day if it's going to start off like this. Let's see how the next, let me not say minute, the second's going to be. If this guy scores in seconds, tries here, then we're looking for a big one.
Lochnerhof will looking to create a response. Playing with the wind, trying to use the wind at the advantage. Are they going to use the hands? Play through down to the wide. He knocked the ball forward. Ball turned over to Paul Boys Primary School. That shows that they have a big threat in the first 20 seconds of the game. He kicked the ball through. They're making a chase. A good kick through for them. Into the second try. Oh, he just missed it. Unfortunately, a very nice kick to put them through into space. But he just got a knock on close to the try line.
Yeah, unfortunately for Boys Primary School, there was a knock, but what brilliant play. And Warner kick, unfortunately, couldn't get hold of the ball. A nice bounce, actually, if you're looking into the bounce of the ball.
Very nice one.
And could have been trouble for Lochnerhof. But they have the opportunity to put in it the scrum.
Paul Boys showing already early on that they are not something to be messed with. They came to bring trouble for Lochnerhof. They came to put them pressure. They came to be a very difficult customer for them to deal with. And now it's a scrum for Lochnerhof. The ref looking to restore the scrum. And by the way the game started, you can see already the confidence and the courage of Lochnerhof. It has already gone down. Paul Boys Primary School, they are now playing with so much confidence. But can the boys from Lochnerhof get back their confidence?
What quick play there by Paul Boys Primary School. They know what they want. They want to get over their try line, getting their forwards in. Strong running with this big forwards of Paul Boys Primary School. Still having the ball. Did they take over? Now it's a penalty try. No releasing, says the referee. Once again, a quick ball. Getting the ball to the outside. Big forward players. Still playing very quick ball. Can he be falling over? Is he short? Now it's try time. He knows where he is on the field. Just stretching himself out. Put the ball over the try line. And another try. 12 points to 0. And definitely is it Paul Boys that is here for business. And Lochnerhof currently don't know what is happening here, because it's only Paul Boys doing the playing here, and they have just to defend currently.
From the first second of the game, Paul Boys Primary, they showed that intensity. They're not letting go of their foot. They score another try and converted the kick. Now they're leading by 14.20. They're crashing down with the confidence of Lochnerhof. They came on a mission. They came to play rugby, and they're looking to finish the game very early.
Yeah, if you put some pressure on your opponent so early in the game, and especially when you have ball in hand, attacking, and at the end you see what is happening by getting the points on the scoreboard. That's definitely looking good, and still running. Check that underthrow pass there by one of the forwards, putting the ball to the speedster outside, going to ground. Ball is available, quick balls, strong running from the big forwards of Paul Boys. Ball is available. Now they're playing with their backs. Gaps opening. Now it's speedster outside. That guy got gas. But another gaster grabbing him on his jersey from behind, but still available. And it's Paul Boys Primary going over once again in this encounter. And as they say, it's try time, baby.
It is try time. An amazing team play from Paul Boys Primary. They look like they came to give Lochnerhof a very big challenge today. The third try of the game. He ran through deep into the line, used his pace, used his talent, and in the spot came to back him up. Try time for Paul Boys High. Can they convert it?
What they're doing very good, when I say they, Paul Boys High, or primary school, apologies, they do exactly what the coach have ordered them to do. The game plan, stick to the game plan, pick up and drive, take on the spaces if the space is there, let the ball do the work, let the ball go to the hand, and they're utilizing definitely their front, big front players to do the thing. And what a kick, adding another 2 points
An amazing
to the
kick.
score.
An amazing kick from Paul Boys Primaries. Number 10 to add 2 more points to the score. Like you said, they're following the tactic of the coaches. They listen to their coach. They came here with a game plan, sticking to the game plan, the structure, and you can see they're following it very well. Lochnerhof boys looking to create a response. But the ball again in the hand of the Paul Boys Primary. They're running through the gaps of Lochnerhof. They're pressing, they're pushing. And a good offload. Does he have the gas to get to the finish line? He's busy chasing. He has made it through. Can he score? And he's going to try right under the post. Another try for Paul Boys Primary School.
It's liking, it's been kicking, in, scoring, coming back. And if you miss one tackle against us, Paul Boys Primary School, guys, you're in big trouble. If you're not going to first then tackle, first on getting the player down and creating stopping the space and putting pressure on the defense, otherwise you're going to be punished, and that's with a 7-pointer.
They came to punish. Any missed tackle, they punish. Any mistake, they came to punish. They're running through the line, running through the gaps. Any form of gap that they see from Lochnerhof, they punish those gaps. And a good team display from Paul Boys Primary.
I really feel it for Lochnerhof, eh? Because they didn't have the opportunity with ball in hand to show what they can do. Currently, they just defending and picking it good up now that the place is in front of the kicker. He allowed them to play the previous one, and the reason for allowing them to play the previous one, because Paul Boys utilize the advantage from the kickoff. They come and score, and picking up by that every now that it won't happen. Very interesting what we will allow. Prefer to have the kick off again. That's interesting. Thought they would have taken the scrum.
Yeah. Looking like it's going to be a very long afternoon for Lochnerhof.
What a great kick off. Unfortunately, knocking it forward there by Lochnerhof. Otherwise, I would have loved to see what they will do with the ball in hand in this encounter. But once again, opportunity for Paul Boys to showcase what they do best and what they do good. And that's by scoring tries from any place or currently on the pitch.
And at the moment, look like everything is just going well for Paul Boys Primary. Lochnerhof trying to create something. Things are not going well. But at the moment, everything just going perfect for Paul Boys. They have the ball again, trying to run through the back. A nice switch of play, bursting through the line of Lochnerhof's defense. Scrum off quick to let the ball out. They have the gap, they have the space, they're busy running. Can he see his teammate on the opposite side? Does he have the gas to go all his way? He goes all the way, and he's running. And it's try time again for Paul Boys Primary.
Breaking the line, you know that's trouble, and they will end up behind your post. We're talking about first-time defense. If it's not going to work, if it's not working, they will punish you, and this is what Paul Boys Primary is currently doing. I'm afraid that time will run out because we're already in the 9 minute, 33 points. We have the conversion to come. If it goes on like this, we're going to be in big trouble. In 20 minutes time, it will be about 60. And if because they're scoring about less than 10 minutes, 33 points. We can have 100 here. I hope it's not going to be like that.
We hope Lochnerhof can give a response because the way it's looking, Power Boys Primary are coming to punish and they're looking for the big scoreline before the second half. And he converted the kick, a beautiful kick right down the middle of the post. These boys are something else.
Definitely something else. I think the best team I saw here today. I thought that there was another game of Paul Gymnasium and that team that was very good, but showing something else. And it would have been nice seeing then at least Paul Boys Primary against Paul Gymnasium. That would have been a good encounter.
That would have been challenged.
Yes. And now they start think of kicking the ball, not gonna run. Let's see what Lochnerhof can do. Now they counter attack. Once again beating 1-2 players into the gap. This is a quarter play coming in time, taking a bit long for them to join, but now they have ball in hand. So Paul Boys, what they can do now is Paul Boys that needs to defend. Unfortunately, a knock on there. Now a counter attack, and this seems to be problems. That speedster again. He's gonna be away. Nobody will stop him. He will score under the poles. There's a defender coming from the other side, showing his speed, but unfortunately, it's 5 points.
Again, Power Boys Primary, they're just looking for the gap. That small gap that you give him, breakthrough from the speedster. He ran away from everybody. Nobody's going to catch him. The scoreline is climbing.
What Paul Boys is doing good, creating the space, running into the space by speed, and when they into the space, accelerate, and then it's difficult for Lochnerhof to do the cross defensing and coming up of cross defensing because they're not expecting the first line of defense that they will beat them and putting pressure on that one.
You can see Lochnerhof are busy struggling a little bit on defense. Do you think they should tighten up a bit, close up all those form of gaps, be firm on the tackle? And the kick is converted again, a very nice kick being
This
against
guy.
the wing. Power Boys Primary, despite the wing, he still showed that he have a good right boot. What an amazing kick from Power Boys.
I just wanted to tell you, you can't say have a boot on his feet. You can say have a good feet on his
A
on his
good
body.
feet on his body.
Yeah.
Lochnerhof looking, seeking for something out of the game. But a good catch from the boy from Power Boys Primary. And another run. Another gap. Another pace. Does he have the acceleration? Power Boys Primary are just enjoying themselves at the moment. They're enjoying the run. They're enjoying the breakthrough into the gap. They're just enjoying the rugby game that they're having at the moment.
What speed by the Lochner outside center and putting some pressure on Paul Boys and even losing the penalties there, but unfortunately they couldn't find touch, creating space here on the outside. This guy will utilize his speed. They have players on the outside, backing up his own speed, outside, going forward, waiting for him, and he's gonna have too much gas going and end up under the poles. I think it's his third or second try this one.
It's his third time, if we're not mistaken.
Yes,
He's using his pace. He's using his speed, running around the defenders.
what was so good about this one is coming from the other side of the field. He knows he saw some players in front of him. He backs his speed. He knows he's going to make it easy. And I mean, that 13 of Lochnerhof is not, he has almost some gas in himself, but the gas that this guy have, it's too much.
He couldn't catch him, and the kick is converted. And as you said, before we reach 20, the scoreline is climbing up. The numbers is busy climbing.
People must try to know that. There you can see, backing him up, beating one, another player, third one, putting the gas, waiting for the player in front of him. Now he's going to speed him with his speed and just accelerate the last bit and score the try. His third one. There again. Oh, they just run as if there's nobody in front of them, or if they are on the training field, is what the Sport Boys guy is doing now. To the outside, this guy putting his ears down, defense plays there, holding on. Referee saw that and didn't release the ball. Now they're playing forward, leaving him. Now you have to leave him. But isolated, getting the necessary support. Now is Lochnerhof going forward, once again isolated, losing the ball in the contact. But the referee say not releasing, clear release, playing the ball in the tackle. And what are Lochnerhof going to do? Decide that they're going to kick it.
Can see the boys from Paul Boys Primary came with a lot of gas.
Didn't find touch.
He didn't find touch.
There's that guy again with the speed. Now he's getting the necessary support from the outside.
A nice dummy pass.
That speedster will put his ears down. He have gas. Sack the gas that that one have in his tank. And he will score. What good play by Paul Boys Primary School. This guys is definitely here. Not just to show anything, but to let the world in this country's under 13 team know they are here for business. Most probably the best in the business currently.
The best business that we have seen throughout the whole day. These boys came with a lot of gas,
Adding
a lot of
2
energy.
points. And you see,
Another 2 points.
guys had already scored 3 tries. Easy running, getting the support from his outside backs, seeing the opportunity. So and go through the, putting his ears down, backing his speed. Thought that the number 13 will do his best, but unfortunately not. And that is good. Running good by winger, the outside winger.
A good
And
race for us to
again,
watch.
Inside, outside. Oh, from unfortunately the pass went forward. Unfortunately, but you can be reluctant. You can make that type of mistakes if you're leading by 54 points.
You can be
And I mean,
relaxed. With a
16
few minutes left to the second half. But they still look hungry, these boys.
Giving Damien a lot of work here in the technical zone or keeping up the scores here. Hey, it's only in the 17 minutes. We're already at 54. I spoke about 100. I normally tell my friends and my family that I can see in the future. Most of them don't believe me, but here's another way of showcasting them that please take note what I'm saying.
More evidence.
Yes, I can see what will happen sometimes in future. Now Lochis have the opportunity to attack. Nice hands from the forwards there. Now they're going to utilize their outside backs. Nice hands, maybe too much quickly. Try to get the winger. He's going inside. Still having the ball. Nice control of the ball. Really didn't have yet the opportunity. Lochnerhof showing what they can do on attack with the ball. Now good hands, unfortunately a bit backwards, putting themselves under pressure. The referee is playing advantage. Seems they were offside, Paul Boys. Now to the outside, showing that they also have gas, but it's a speedster of Paul Boys that is there. What a good supportive play by the players of Lochnerhof. They have the opportunity also to score now. Will they be able? And definitely will the defense of Paul Boys being tested. Ball is available. Referee say play on. Advantage was over for the advantage that he did play. Still Lochnerhof. Try to see if he can go on his own. But good defense also there from Paul Boys. What is the referee saying? Keep on side. Still playing outside. Oh, he just need to offload. Unfortunately, it's short. Still have the opportunity. Going in on his own. Is the referee there? What is he saying? Is he awarding the try? No, he's saying that it was. Is it a penalty or a try awarded?
Penalty.
Let's just check. Offside on the side of Paul Boys. But what good defense we have to say. But Lochnerhof showing their skills and that they can also attack, being good on the attack. Now their big front row players is putting up the ball. They need to send the ball wide. Unfortunately, taking his eyes off the ball. See the gap inside, and now it's unfortunately for Lochnerhof. Paul Boys that will utilize this opportunity and see if they can score again with the halftime hooter going there and kicking the ball in touch. Say, let's go and get water with 54 points to 0. What a game we have here, my friend.
An amazing team display from Paul Boys High. Finishing the game off early, leaving Lochnerhof with a big mountain to climb in the second half. 54-0. A big job for Lochnerhof in the halftime. They have now to show us their guts, their talent, their ability, their speed. But then Paul Bosa is not seeming to be an easy target.
And the problem for the second half when we come back with the wind behind Paul Boys Primary School will definitely create more problems. See you after halftime. Tweede helfte van hierdie kragmeting tussen Parel Boys Primêr en Lochnerhof. Telling reeds 54-0. Myself Sebastian hier van die Markotter wat vir u die laaste 20 minute van hierdie kragmeting bring. Regstreeks en lewendig. En het Sport TV en nissenholdings maak dit vir u moontlik. En wat einde van hierdie Willie Le Roux fees toernooi wat tot 'n einde kom. En ek wil hom sê op 'n baie hoogtepunt. Miskien nou nie soos baie van ons dit sou verwag het met 'n lekker kragmeting, met 'n lekker kompeterende game nie, maar 3 fees en Parel Boys Primêr wat vir ons wys hoe ons dit kan doen. Bal wat daar diep ingeskop word, ongelukkig aangeslaan en omkant. Lochnerhof wat hulle self in 'n baie ongemaklike posisie vat, vinnig gevat, gaan hulle weer binne 20 sekondes kan 'n 3 druk. Dis die span van Parel Boys, hulle probeer oorgaan. Is hulle sterk genoeg, is hulle kort en hy val oor. En ek wil vir julle sê, soveel is waar, hierdie een is vinniger gewees. Die ander een was 20, hierdie een is 18 sekondes. En Parel Boys wat beslis wil kyk of hulle 'n groterige telling hier kan opsit om seker te maak of ek wat in die toekoms in kan kyk of dit kan realiseer. En die eerste 5 punte van hierdie wedstryd wat aangeteken word. Twee scores wat hierdie wedstryd geniet. Laastes wat nog hier is. Paar wedstryde wat nog hier in die gang is, so tweekies hier agter ons. Die ander twee velde is al reeds leeg. En dan wag ons vir die doelskop. Ja, u kyk nie verkeerd nie. Dit is in die 21ste minuut 59-0. Onder 13's wat speel hierso en die extra 2 punte wat bygevoeg word. Dit is soos die storie, maar is die eerste helfte was so, hulle het binne die eerste 20 minute aangeteken, nou 8 sekondes, en 3 aangeteken, nou het hulle het binne 18 sekondes gedoen. Ek dink is van die vinnigstes, Damien, wat ons vir hierdie toernooi gehad het. Maar fout van Lochnerhof, hulle vang nie die bal skoon nie, speler wat voor is, die bal wat aangeslaan raak, strafskop, vinnig gespeel en ongelukkig is 'n bal wat daar nie bemeester kan word nie. Skeieregter beslis dit was aangeslaan daar en 'n vaste skrim daar vir Parel Boys. Met die windjie agter hulle kan laaste 20 minute van hierdie toernooi wat vir ons afspeel. Lekker om deel te wees van hierdie toernooi. Ek wil ook aan die span sê dankie dat ek ook aan op die laaste dag hier kan deel wees. Is altyd lekker om by skoolsport betrokke te wees en nie net by skoolsport nie, maar om deel van die NH Sport TV en nissenholdings span te wees. Baie sterk skrim deur Lochnerhof. Nou is die bal uit daar by Parel Boys. Hulle gee oor aangee. Weer in die man wat al 3-3 gedruk het. Kyk of hy uit die tackle kan kom. Eerste een uitgekom, kon nie die tweede een uitkom nie. Vat so 'n bietjie tyd voor die bal kom. Nou speel hulle agtertoe, bal wat so agtertoe aangeslaan raak. Besluit om na die oorkant toe te gaan. Skop die bal veld op. Is 'n goeie skoppie. Skeieregter sê daar was geen voordeel gewees nie. Lochnerhof wat in die omkant posisie was. En kom ons kyk of Parel Boys liewers hierdie een gaan veld op skop en kyk om daarvan te speel as om hulle spelers uit te put. En soos ek sê, met die wind agter hulle blaaie, gemaklik vir 61 punte en inderdaad gaan hulle kyk om dan die kantlyn daar op te soek. Wat 'n pragtige skop natuurlik daar van hierdie loskakel. Dit is moeilik om regtig 'n speler in die Parel Boys span uit te wys, maar ek moet dan sê ek dink is die vleuel met die skrimkap of die buitesenter, die man 3 maak die lyn reg, hy weet waar hy is, maar dit is ook as gevolg van die harde weer wat van vooraf kom. Hierdie keer kry hulle hom pragtig in die lyn staan. Nou sit hulle hom op voor. Verdediging van Lochnerhof wat moet nou steeds vorentoe, die bal is afgevat, mooi gedoen daar. Hier die 13 van Lochnerhof doen nogals goed. Op die verdediging vat die bal af, probeer alleen. Nou is dit 'n bal wat verlore gaan en ek kan vir u sê bal wat af agtertoe geskop word. Wat maak hy? Weer hierdie 13 skop die bal veld op. Lochnerhof wat moet seker maak. Hy kry die bal ongelukkig van die bal agtertoe. Man wat daar weggestoot word. Kan nie dit doen nie, en 'n strafskop daar vinnig gevat deur Parel Boys, en wat daar opgeword, hulle wil nog punt aanteken, en gemaklik al langs die kant deur gehardloop, deur daar die voorspeler, hy weet presies wat voor hom aangaan, hy sien alles maak oop, en hy drafstap so gemaklik deur om punt aan te teken. Hy staan bekend as die spiertier hier van Poros Gymnasium met die band om die kop daar so, maar wel gedaan en wel goed gedoen deur die span, druk plaas. En mens moet dit vir Lochnerhof voel, is moeilik om onder sulke omstandighede te speel. Die eerste helfte word die wind al uitgeslaan, hy kom terug, net besig om die wind weer terug te pomp. Hy wind is nog nie eens regter gepompie, boep word alles weer uitgeslaan. En die extra 2 punte wat bygevoeg word, telling groei aan na 68-0 en ons is 5 minute in die tweede helfte. Hier is beslis 'n Lochnerhof ondersteuner wat glo, en ek weet sy sal tevrede wees as hulle net so een span 1-3 druk. Dis al, sy wil hom net hê, hulle moet met 'n 0 huis toe gaan nie. Maar die stelskopper maak dit ook nie moeilik nie, die bal wat nie 10 tree trek nie. En ek glo dat Parel Boys gaan vir die skrim. Dink die ou boetas sal hom wat wil gee om so 'n vertoning ook op te rig, veral in hulle derby-wedstryde in Paul Gymnasium. En dat is altyd een van die grootes hier in die WP en wat in die Boland area, Cape Winelands afspeel, as die ou boetas speel en dan ook hierdie jong seuns wat ook 'n geleentheid kry om deel van so 'n groot geleentheid te wees. Maar dis hulle geleentheid vandag, sterk skram deur Lochnerhof, hulle beheer die skrams, nou is die bal uit, maak of hy gee, mooi in die gaping gesit, word 'n bietjie handafdruk daar, hulle doen goed, mooi gedoen met die bal Lochnerhof. Ongelukkig verloor hulle die bal daar in die kontakproses, afgevat deur Parel Boys, primêr, hulle gaan met 'n teenaanval kom, bal wat weer afgevat is deur Lochnerhof, goed gedoen, nou kry hulle geleentheid om ook aan te val, lekker handig, sien 'n geleentheid voor, maar hy's 'n bietjie geïsoleer, ondersteuning wat nou bykom, bal wat daar uitkom word oor aangegee, maak of hy gee binne toe, skeieregter wat voordeel speel vir die omkantspel daar in Parel, maar Lochnerhof wat wil kyk of hulle die bal kan gaan druk, nou is daar van die groot voorspelers in die middel van, as die Stut wat sy kop plat maak, gaan hy die eerste 3 aanteken vir hulle. Ja, die skeieregter sê hy dit aangeteken, en dis Lochnerhof wat die eerste punt aanteken, en ek glo dit gaan beslis vir hulle 'n hupstoot gee, moet gee om te sê, ons kan ook oor die doellyn van Parel Boys gaan, maar dis oor 'n goeie aanhoudende druk wat hulle daarop plaas, en weer en is 'n bewys daar, as jy daar rugby kyk, vir al jong skoolseuns, dat jy nooit moet opgee nie, ongeag die telling, jy bly by dit wat jy moet doen, geleentheid wat jy kry, teken punte aan, en hulle teken hulle eerste 3 aan hier in die 27ste minuut van hierdie kragmeting. Beslis gaan hulle nie met 'n 0 huis toe nie, en ek het gesê die tannie gaan bly wees, as hulle ten minste 3 druk Damien. Sy is tevrede, sy is bly, en jy weet, soos die mens maar is, hy is nooit tevrede met daai een wat hy gevra het, nou soek hy nog, want hy weet, en sien die geleentheid wat daar is, om nog aan te teken, maar die groot vraag is, hoe gaan Parel Boys terug antwoord op hierdie een? Doelskop, Olay, kei ongelukkig is hy kort, telling bly 5, 68-5, en kom ons kyk, waar so kan ons sien, bal wat agtertoe gaan, opgetel deur hierdie sterk Stut, hy gebruik sy spoed, sy krag, hy kon nie glo wat voor hom gebeur nie, een man wat hy daar omhardloop, draai om, val oor, en daar kan jy sien, die hand is in die lug, met die skrim, pet op, hy is tevrede, en ek dink dit gaan vir hulle baie meer moed gee, om te sê, manne ons kan, as die Stut so kan hardloop, kan ek ook so hardloop, gaan die vleuel sê. Ook 'n paar plaasvervangers wat daar aan die kant van Parel Boys primêr nou plaasvind. Kom ons kyk, wat maak hulle met hierdie een, lekker diep ingeskop. Mooi gekry hierdie keer deur Lochnerhof, ek het vir gesê, hulle is lus vir hardloop, hulle kom sterk deur, nou kom die ondersteuning, die 3-drukker, steeds vorentoe hierdie man, wil gekeer wees. Nou is dit vinnige hande kom uit Lochnerhof, opgesit, nog eens groot, ander Stut, hierdie Stutte het balvaardigheid, hulle kan bal dra, hulle kan hardloop, sterk loopies, maar ongelukkig van die kant af daarin gekom, en oortredingsfout deur Lochnerhof, en Parel Boys wat nou hierdie een gaan uitskop, en sê, ons gaan die wind gebruik, en dan speel ons daarvan, as voorspelers het genoeg gedoen, die oom in die kommentaarhokkie soek 100, so kom ons kyk of ons vir hom 100 kan gee. Wat 'n pragtige skop daar so, pragtige gebruik van die wind, en dit is wat 'n mens moet doen, jy gebruik die hulpmiddele wat tot jou beskikking is, en wat jy kan gebruik. Tien minute omtrent van hierdie wedstryd, wat oor is, van hierdie toernooi, wat 'n lekker toernooi, wat 'n lekker dag vir my op kantoor gewees, en wat 'n lekker dag van rugby, goeie talentvolle spelers gesien, manne wat beslis op die inkooplys kan wees, en ek wil hom sê, hierdie span van Parel Boys wat wys dat hulle gelyk is, nie vandag hier op die veld nie, maar wat wel ook van die Lochnerhof span kan sê, is manne wat glad nie in 'n gaatjie gaan kruip het nie, wat wys hulle is hier, hulle veg tot die bitter einde toe, kom wat wil, hulle gaan nie net moet opgee nie, en handdoek ingooi nie, hulle is hier vir rugby speel, en dit is goed wat 'n mens graag ook wil sien, wat ook goed is aan die jong seuns, Nou is die bal wat ingegooi word daar. Hierdie manne begin het dryf vorentoe. Hulle weet natuurlik 5 meter vorentoe. Skeieregter speel advantage. Ek dink hy het vergeet van die 5 meter reël daar het hy meen. Nou kom die bal uit agter. Self in haalloop, sterk loopie met kragspoed. Bal wat net buite moet gaan. Al wat hulle moet doen, hande gee binne toe. Weer eens hierdie 3 drukker gaan hy 'n 4de een kant druk. Hy gaan probeer sterk loopie. Word uiteindelik gestuit. Is die bal beskikbaar? Wat 'n kant van die veld gaan hulle bietjie stadig. Hulle besluit nie na die oorkant. Voorspelers vinnige ras defense. Daarvan Lochnerhof net bal beheer. En as weer eens hierdie is die plaasvervanger skrimskakel wat 'n geleentheid sien hy haalloop deur die gat en hy beteken vir ook 'n 3 aan. Hy's gelukkig. Sien die geleentheid daarso. Telling groei aan na 73-5. 9 minute of 8,5 minute speeltyd oor. Maar wat 'n treefees aan die kant van Parel Boys. En wat 'n lekker fees om te aanskou toernooi. Wat ons kan sien hoe jong seuns hulle talente tentoonstel. Een van die moeilike skoppe, maar hy sal beslis die wind gebruik. Al wat hy gaan doen, ek dink, miskien meer na die ander paal toe skop dat die wind hom maar dan deurtrek. Maar kom ons kyk, hierdie seun. Stelskop werk, beslis nie 'n probleem nie. Inderdaad sit hy die 2 punte by. Presies dit wat ek gesê het en die telling groei aan na 75 punte teenoor 5. 70 punte verskil in hierdie game. Ons gaan weer kyk daar. Skrimskakel sien die geleentheid, maak of hy gee. Hy weet sy ewe knie is omtrent sy gelyke, bietjie kleiner as hy. Hy gaan hom beat en hy val oor vir 3 daar in die hoekie. Nou weer pragtig gekry daar van Parel Boys. Maar wat nog voel, hulle het nog baie in om nog 3 te druk. Hulle sal nog graag nog 3 wil druk. Speel sterk vorentoe, hou die bal. Mooi vorentoe geloop, sterk beweging van die bene daar gebruik. Wat sê die skeieregter? Bal vasgehou. Ongelukkig daar nie. Betyds die ondersteunende spanmaats van hom wat bykom om die bal te beveilig en seker te maak dat Lochnerhof nie die bal kan speel nie. Hierdie keer gaan hulle die kantlyn opsoek en hulle gaan hom kry hierdie keer. Kom ons kyk, wat maak hulle met hierdie een? Dit gaan interessant wees. Hulle sal nog graag nog punte wil aanteken. Hulle weet hulle kan nog punte aanteken. Dis die span van Lochnerhof. Hulle weet hoe is dit om agter Parel Boys se doellyn te kuier. Wag net daar vir die bal om te kom. Bal is beskikbaar. Kom ons kyk, waar gaan hy hom gooi? Lyk na agter. En hy kry hom daar agter. Hulle begin het dryf, sterk dryfloopie, steeds vorentoe. Weer eens lyk met die skeieregter het vergeet van die 5 meter reël. Nou speel hy voordeel vir Lochnerhof. Bal wat nou uitkom. Nou moet net deur die hande gaan. Hoor aangee, bal wat op, maak of hy gee buite, nou kry hy buite, vleuel was net moes buite, toe gaan hy besluit, hy gaan binne toe, 2-3 manne daar op hom, bal is beskikbaar, nou speel hulle binne toe, daarna die groot 8, hy word daar plat getrek, steeds Lochnerhof met die bal, nou speel hulle, ondersteuning wat kom, die stit word in sy spore gestuit daar, so weer vinnige hande, vinnige verdediging, hier klein skrimskakeltjie met slinkse skoppie, en hy kry dit, ja, hoe lyk het hy oorgeval, wat sê die skeieregter? Ongelukkig was die bal agteruit, amper gedink hy gaan vir ons vra, Damien, of was 'n call kan maak hier vanaf. Ongelukkige besering, ja, hy is ongelukkig, sê die skeieregter, die bal is agteruit, maar dit sou 'n pragtige 3 gewees het, van haar die skrimskakel, slinkse spel, die bal deur te skop om hom op te gaan val het, maar nou is dit Parel Boys met so minder as 5 minute speeltyd oor om te kyk of hulle nie miskien nog weer onder by Lochnerhof kan kom kuier nie. Bal wat daar baie diep ingeskop word. Pragtig gekry deur die vleuel aan die oorkant. Hy kry die verdedigings op hom. Mooi skoon gemaak, beskikbaar is die bal. Nou word daar opgesit deur die voorspelers, maar hy word daar teruggeboender. En hy kry 'n geleentheid om weer vorentoe te beweeg. Nou word die bal agtertoe opgesit deur die stit. Weer sterk loop die bal is uit sy hand uit. Skeieregter sê nee, is beskikbaar. Daar was gerip geweest, so hy kon hom optel. Wat gaan hulle maak? Klein aangee daar vir die haker. Weer opgetel, Lochnerhof. Kyk of hulle nie nog so drekkie kan aandruk, nog so 'n paar punte kan aanteken nie. Dinge net 'n bietjie mooier laat lyk. Hulle het dan dubbele getalle, is nie 'n enkel getal nie. Skeieregter sê was geen voordeel, hy gaan terugkom. Onkant spel in die kant van Parel Boys. Vinnig getik daar, hulle speel vinnig. Binne buite die loskakel wat kyk of hy kan doen. Manne wat nie daar val met daai fop aangee wat hy daar doen nie. Weer sterk loop hy daar deur die vaskopstit. Bal wat nou vinnig daar uitkom. Agterlangs, ongelukkig vorentoe geval. Nou kom ons Parel met 'n teenaanval. Een man wat hy sommer net so uit die pad uitloop, ongelukkig. Bietjie 'n kleiner persoon, is die bal beskikbaar. Weer aan opgeneem deur die voorspelers van Parel. Speel die bal, so 'n bietjie agtertoe gegooi, maar nog steeds beskikbaar. Nou speel hulle voordeel vir Parel. Al wat hulle moet doen, die speester wat die bal kry, skop hom veld af. Skeieregter sê hy gaan nie voordeel wees nie, roep hulle terug. Strafskop aan die kant daar vir Parel Boys. 2,5 minute speeltyd oor in hierdie kragmeting. En hulle sal seker maar die bal maar net weer veld opskop. Ek moet dan sê dat Lochnerhof se verdediging baie beter is in hierdie tweede helfte, maar jy weet as 'n mens ook 75-0 voorloop, Damien, dan is dit vir die span wat die telling het uit. Het nie meer die urgency om regtig vorentoe te gaan nie. Gaan nou maar net deur die moments in die spel en dit is ook maar wat miskien nou 'n rol speel hierso. Maar kom ons kyk of ons ten minste nog so 3 gaan sien hier na die einde van hierdie wedstryd toe. Maar dan wag net daar vir 'n bal. Nou is die bal beskikbaar. Kom maar ingeloop. En die hande daar gekry. Miskien nou nie soos hulle dit wou gehad het nie, maar die bal is beskikbaar daar vir Parel Boys. Deurskoppie word hy opgevolg. Bal van die bal. Hy gaan verby hom. En die bal wat daar reg spring, hierdie man gaan seker maak. Hy gaan nog 'n 300 die paale druk. En die telling 80-5 met die doelskop wat formaliteite gaan wees. Ek het vir u gesê dit gaan 'n groote wees. Hierdie keer drop hy hom sommer tussen die paale deur. 82-5 met 'n minuut speeltyd oor. Skeieregter het 'n paar lekker shuttles gedoen. Jy weet, as 'n telling so is, loop jy mos net aan die een kant en die met shuttles terug van die half af weer terug en lekker, maar dis lekker, dis lekker. Dat hou hom ook sommer lekker fix. Bal wat daar pragtig bemeester word. 30 sekondes oor, hulle gaan hom kyk of hulle nog so 'n punt of 2 kan aanteken. Sukkel om die bal uit te kry, nou speel hulle hom agtertoe. Daar gaan die hoeter af, wat gaan hulle maak? Bal is agtertoe. Kom hy man met die vinnige man, gaan hulle stoot een man af. Man wat van sy voete af is daar. Lochnerhof wat beslis gaan tik om te speel. Een man uit, vorentoe steeds vorentoe. Hierdie manne probeer skeieregter wat nou voordeel speel. Mooi deurgegaan daar, ongelukkig gooi daar in 'n verkeerde man se hande. Maar die skeieregter sê hulle het die voordeel gehad. Hy gaan terugkom daarso. Miskien voel hy ook nog hulle moet nog ten minste dubbele punte kry. So om net vir hulle die geleentheid te bied. Nou weer opgetel, hierdie man werk hard. Nou word hy oorkant gespeel. Bal wat so half agter sy rug moet gevang word. beskikbaar. Lochnerhof voel hulle wil hierdie wedstryd afeindig met 'n goeie hoë aanslag met punte aanteken. Hulle weet hulle verloor klaar hierdie wedstryd, maar hulle sal hom graag nog 'n 3 wil druk. Harde werk nie onverpoos verbygaan nie. Verdediging van Parel wat hou, kan dit hou. Bal wat nou oorgegee het 13. Hier kan moeilikheid buite kom. Net gee binne, buite, steeds maar die verdediging wat daar goed is van die Parel boys. Nou is hy nog steeds beskikbaar, word daar oorgegee. Ongelukkig word die bal daar aangeslaan, maar die skeieregter sê dit was nog omkantspel. Strafskop daar. Joter het reeds gegaan. Hulle gaan beslis hier. Weer hier is sterk. Maar gaan hy weer kan deurhaal op vir sy tweede 3 nie, hy skort. Nou speel hulle buite. Lochnerhof wil wat graag 'n 3 nog sal wil druk voor hierdie toernooi amptelik klaarmaak. Hulle is in 'n goeie posisie om dit te doen. Die bal wat buit gegee. Maak of hy gee goeie verdediging aan die kant van Paul Roos. Weer beskikbaar. Maak of hy gee besluit om terug te kom. Hardloop in die verkeer en word gestuit in sy spore. En nou sit die vaskop. Dit gaan hy oorval. Wat sê die skeieregter? Hy sê ja, Lochnerhof waar hierdie een op 'n hoë noot gaan afeindig. Hulle gaan 10 punte hê. 82-10 gaan die doelskop suksesvol wees. En ek wil hom sê, hulle het hard gewerk vir daardie tweede 3. Damien, dit was 'n harde enetjie. En dit is die einde van hierdie toernooi, die Willie Le Roux toernooi wat tot 'n einde kom hier op die Maar stadium. En ons wil vir elke skool wat hier deelgeneem het, wil ons sê baie dankie vir julle deelname. Dankie dat ons deel kon wees. En ek wil ook vir julle sê, as julle van ons wil gebruik maak, ons kontakbesonderhede is daar, skakel in op N-Net, Sports TV, nissenholdings. Jy kan enige plek in hierdie land wees, ons kom daarna toe en ons doen dit vir jou regstreeks en lewendig. Goeie kwaliteit, die beste in die geweste, jy kan nie verbeter vra nie. So jy kan dit op alle sosiale netwerke kry, ons is op Facebook, ons is op Twitter, ons is op Instagram, ons het kontaknommers. Kyk hierdie wedstryd, gaan in op die app en gaan kyk daar waar ons is, YouTube, ons is daar. Daar wat u is, daar is ons. Ons kom bring dit vir u tot in die gemak van u huis. Daar wat u sit, in die gemak huisie, op 'n sportveld, as jy in die kerk sit op 'n Sondag en jy wil die game kyk, jy kan hom net volg. Ons doen dit ook vir jou. Al wat jy moet doen is maak kontak en ons is daar. Dankie ook aan die toernooi organiseerders wat dit ook moontlik gemaak het vir ons om lewendige dekking te bring. Ons glo dat ons volgende jaar weer hier sal wees en soos ons sê, elke jaar raak die produk net beter en beter. So in die toeskouers wat opgekom het, u as kykers wat ingeskakel was, dankie dat u hierdie platform van ons gebruik het, ingeskakel het, dat ons dit ook in die gemak van u kon gebring het, die skeieregters wat diens gedoen het, die en elke amptenaar, en ook aan al my mede-kommentators, dankie vir die paar dae wat julle hier was. Ons weet dat julle graag ook vandag hier sou wees, maar dankie dat julle ook vir my 'n geleentheid gegee het om deel hier te wees. Van my Sebastian, N Sports TV, nissenholdings, sê ek vir u, tot 'n volgende keer, en wees veilig, geniet die Paasfees en geniet alles wat daar is. Tot 'n volgende keer, tot ons weer ontmoet.